2020.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the
Everybody
procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm!
Wait.
Everybody calm down!
Hello? I had a sneeze. Excuse me. Excuse me. Hello. I was mid gonna scream, say hi, but I was like mid sneeze mode. Hi. Sorry. It's been a hot while. I haven't been streaming as of late because of work and everything. Goofy goobers. But th- thank you, Madre. And all right, I'm pretty sure. You know what? We might as well cut to the chase. I'm pretty sure everyone's already sees the things. I don't. I don't. What the hell's the point? Oh, hi, Evil. Hi, Evil. Hi. What do you mean, Betrayal? All right, let's just get to the chase. I'm pretty sure everyone cares. No one cares about my day. I'm pretty sure all care about the numbers. That's what the company cares about. So, let's get the music. Or actually, I have alternative music. I want to try and test that out. Or actually, yeah, because I haven't had a chance to. I was gonna talk about my day because I'm pretty sure y'all care about the thing that has been, I guess, the prompt. So, over stream, over the days, I somehow. Don't peek the thing. I don't have the thing. I don't have the tits things not on. Hold on. Wait. You didn't. You're gonna start wailing at me? I don't even have the thing. Oh, lurk well. I didn't have the thing set up. Give me like a hot minute. I don't even think. Is it even on here specifically? Or on this? No, it's not. You was gonna wail your points at something that wasn't even established? Hold on. Let me turn off the yeet thing real quick. I don't want to waste y'all points on something like this. So hold on. Give me a hot second. And then we'll talk about the thing. Let's get to channel points. Channel points. I think that's what it's called. Channel points. Okay, let me quickly turn this off because I know it's not set up on this screen. I don't have it set up, so I don't want y'all to waste y'all points for freak's sake. Okay, all right, it should be now off. I don't know how that was even on. Yeah, okay. And my freaking mix it up even on. What the hell happened? Oh, it had an update and shit. Yes, allowed. Hold on. Hold on. Cannot be connect. I know it's not connected. I just turned the thing off. Just let me get on the thing. Mix it up, please. For fuck's sake. For 5 seconds. There. Oh my god, that took so long. Alright. Hello, I'm back. Yeah, I have to turn off the tits thing. Thanks for the hydrate. Am I gonna posture check? Thanks for the posture check. You know what? Y'all are never gonna get an announcement since at this point y'all are gonna redeem literally 90% of things for me. I'm gonna end up. I figured out now how to disable things, so you better watch us. Wow. What do you mean? The thing isn't even integrated on the screen. I don't have it on here. I had it turned off. Y'all gonna waste your. If y'all hate me so much, why the heck do I have 100 of y'all in my in the Toonverse? Riddle me that, Batmans. Y'all hate me so much. See, y'all don't hate me. Y'all stop it. Y'all are. Oh my god. Okay, thank you for all y'all Toon tokens. Random Toonie facts. Let's see, what's a Toon fact? I know I was talking about it yesterday with someone. Oh, yeah, The Mask, technically this is not a cartoon, but technically there was a cartoon. The Mask starring Jim Carrey was a much more darker type of. Don't spam the chat. You will be timed. Don't spam. I don't want spams. Y'all behave yourselves, alright? The Mask, from the original Mask, aka the one Jim Carrey has starred in, technically was from a part of the Dark Horse comic series. And the thing about The Mask is essentially that he's supposed to be much more evilistic and antagonistic in a villain role instead of a goofball. The different two. You better listen. I can take it and I can give it. You better behave yourselves, all right? I don't want. We don't have any banners. We have not banned anyone. I don't want none of y'all abusing of power and your points. That's the only thing. So y'all better behave. That's all we respect, all right? I don't mind the goofs and fun, but do not abuse it. But yeah, I was trying to post this image, but y'all spam the crap. But yeah, a couple days ago, I somehow got 100 followers on my feed. I didn't stream in those days, but somehow 100 of y'all guys, crazy enough, came into here. 102. Yeah, 102, but still 100 nonetheless. We hit that goal somehow. And so I'm just gonna leave this right here. There's like a ton of things that like happened within the span of like this week, so I will explain the things, oh my god. Okay, well, so let's get the genuine thing out. Let's get the thing that gets out the way. I made a promise. We're already like way back in January, in the beginning of the year, that said if I was able to get 100 people, I will do a spicy noodle Q&A. Well, we already have hit that sub goal, so that means I'm gonna suffer for y'all entertainment because I can't handle spicy shit. And it's already been proven because I don't like this hot. I'm just here so I won't find my teeth. Well, welcome in. Hi, Jason. Welcome in, Jason. We're just talking about, well, I haven't streamed for a week. If you don't know, well, I'm pretty sure you've seen me on the cord, but if you don't know, I'm the Fiery Kitsune. We talk about cartoons and nostalgic stuff, and our vibe is usually just whatever chaotic mood I'm having in the field right now. But I hope you're doing super well. But now that I hit 100 people, that means I have to do a spice noodle thing, which has, I think, already been confirmed and proven to me that I can't handle spicy food. Literally. And this is sad. I went to a gosh darn, oh my god, Jason, thank you for the follow! Oh, thank you for joining the Toonverse. Yeah, I guess now. Well, shoot, this has been outdated. Great. It's been outdated, so we can't use this. Wait, hold on. Let me go back and screenshot the thing. wait. Let me screenshot it. So just 103, which is funny. No, I'll just get like a crappy screenshot. I'll just slightly go over it, if anything. Why I could say, I just pressed like a keyboard thingy. That's the reason. I don't know if it's gonna read my thingy. Please don't read it. Do not read me. Okay. It should not go through. Alright, so I'm screenshotting my thing right now. No. I'm trying to... Come on. No! I hate... This is why I do not like screenshotting sometimes. It takes like so much hassle. There we go. I got it, finally. Okay. Alright. Let me quickly... I guess I gotta pop this image on here. Again. Image. It's gonna look very big because screenshots are super like bigger on here. So, yeah. So it's probably, oh no, it's tiny. Cool. We don't have to worry about that. Okay, so let me quickly edit this. And just smack it on here. It's not gonna be proper edit, but still, whatever. Alright, so 103, I guess. I'm not gonna do this for every single one, so this is just a spur. So, what was I about to say? Oh yeah, so a lot of things happen, so let's get the big ones out the way. 1, 100 people. And I made a promise, if you remember, way back in January of this year, I made a promise that said, if I somehow got to 100 people, we will do a spicy little Q&A. And I already explained that I can't handle spicy stuff. And I'm not joking in a way like, oh, haha, streamers saying that for an expector or whatever, blah, blah, blah. No, I genuinely can't handle hot stuff, and it's bad. I came, like, last night, at work, a person, clip farm. You have the, oh yeah, if you still want a clip thing, it's !clip on the thingy. I think it still works. I think it should, yeah. If you do want to clip things, you can use this command. If you want, in general, this helps me to at least try. And it's not just for that event, it's literally anything. So if you want to see, if you like the stuff that I do, then use that. But I digress. Our manager was sharing talkies with us. It was blue talkies specifically, and they asked me, "Hey, Kit, would you want some?" I was like, "Sure, yeah," and I snagged it. I was like, "Hold on, I don't trust myself. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to eat it." And so I thought, after decades, I haven't touched spicy stuff. Maybe I've gone immune because I've eaten weirder things. So I took a small piece. I had to grab my water bottle. I grabbed my water bottle immediately and I had to get it. And because I was like, I hate it. And I was like, and then people were like, "Oh, can you not handle spicy?" I was like, "No, I don't like it. It's really bad for me." And I'm not and the thing is, that was with the Takis. I'm not sponsored by them. I don't like Takis. I don't like spicy stuff. And so, my I'm not saying I can't handle spicy. I just need something next to me to be to wash it down. And even if that, my spice tolerance is ready to eat us. Why would I eat y'all's? Y'all taste all static. Why would I do that? Yeah. My lowest in terms of is orange chicken from Panda Express and goddamn Miles hot links from my family barbecue. And that's it. That's how bad it is. So you might think, hey, congrats, you get y'all entertainment, but I'm gonna be the one suffering because I can't handle this. So on a more serious note, hi, I'm Jason. I do weird shape house and Sims 4. Weird shape. Well, hello there, Jason. Welcome. It's nice a formal introduction. I need to play Sims. I still have my Sims on my thing. I just haven't had a chance to bother. I guess you got spicy soon. Yeah, so that's the reason I was kind of dreading. So I don't like spicy stuff in general. That's why I made it impossible. Because I was at a low part. That was the only thing. So now I'm at 100. So that means we have to do the spicy things, which also entails we're gonna have to do a Q&A thing. So if you might wonder, how are you going to submit the Q&A? We're gonna work on that kind of a bit. It's not gonna be like a lot, because at the very least, obviously, it will be unlimited. I'm gonna make a quick trailer for it, off this stuff. So I'm gonna post it everywhere, all my whatever server I'm at, all of my social platforms, and obviously we're gonna submit it via Google Forms. So that's how it's gonna be, and obviously questions and stuff. The tolerations and things, so we're gonna at least come up with them together. So that way, when the people know it, I know it, and y'all know it, you're not gonna be like, is this appropriate? So you were able to ask me questions. So that's the fun part about it. Since people like asking questions about a lot of the things on here, and I am almost essentially an open book. Yeah, that is essentially the thing. So, more questions? Any questions? Yes. We're gonna actually. Can we make the thing up here? I think I have the Google Forms here. Also, yeah. So, let me quickly try. Let me try. It's trying to connect. I was working on this a tad bit before, a couple days ago. When I legit just discovered it. But we're gonna kind of work on it together. But on a more serious note, outside of the whole whatever thing I have, I genuinely do want to say thank you for getting me to 100 people. I know it's not I don't think 100's a lot of people, and I don't think people are oh, 100 cool. But trust me, 100 to me, that's the equivalent of 200 eyes staring at you. And so I never really expect it. I never really thought it would hit to me. And yeah, I think I did see you. I saw you did your funky art. Wow. But I do genuinely want to say an actual thank you from the bottom of my heart. I don't know how the hell we got there, I was just doing this for shits and giggles. But somehow, if I'm officially I'm a part of the Mile 100 Highs Club. I'm for the big I'm in triple digits. So I genuinely want to say thank you. You've made me a little happy, and I'm very gracious that you guys looked at me and said, yes, this is who I want. This is my entertainer that I want to watch for like a good while. And you guys are like, cool. And so, trust me, hitting to like the halfway of like 500, I don't think. But you never know. But genuinely, a thank you is from the bottom of my heart and everything. And from me and from the studios and just generally, if anything, it's super happy. So, yeah. On to the second thing. So, I wasn't able to, if you followed my Twitter, I did a little kind of mini collab / special thingy. Will there at least be a cake? No, I have no idea. Honestly, whatever studio gives me, I know they'll give me something special to commemorate with this, but yeah. Everything. Oh yeah, speaking of, if you're wondering how we're gonna do the spicy noodle thingy, I bought the actual camera for the thingy. It's got a Logitech, so I'm gonna figure out how to connect that sucker to my thing in OBS. So I'll actually have like a webcam just for my hands. And that's it. So if you wanna, yeah. So because how the heck am I can't do a spicy Q&A if you don't see the noodles. That will just me be lying and bullshitting to y'all. I'm a person of my words. You'll see my hands, actually. I've shown my face, but some people don't like seeing the face because illusions, whatever. But you'll see my hands. So yeah. But we'll work on that a bit. But, okay, second thing that happened. So, if you weren't following on at least Twitter, or at least on some future, like, streamer channels, I did a little bit of a cameo appearance on a good friend of mine's stream a couple days ago. If y'all don't know, I'm talking about the one and only Kisa Kimura. So a couple days ago, So a couple days ago, I got invited. Actually, let me find the image real quick. Hold on, we're gonna go to Twitter. Okay, let me go to Twitter real quick. So I'm pretty sure you all did see me, but if not, let's pull up the. I think I was like spamming like this like crazy and like the event and everything. So we're gonna check it out. Oh, the music? Oh, it's called Pop Up by Desires! ! So let me see if I can find the thing. Okay, found it. So let me scroll. Okay, so I might legit be in the other account, so I'm trying to find the specific image. I'm trying to find their section. Okay. Yeah, I found it. Alright, so let me find the actual image. Where is the image? God dang it. Okay, so I found the image. So, let's go to actually the main talking thing. So, a couple of days ago, I was able to, I did a collaboration with Mira. She reached into my browser and was like, hey, or my Discord was like, hey, Kitsune, would you want to join for a special birthday celebration? And obviously during this month is her birthday month. And so I was like, let me check my work, because I was like, I wanted to join so badly, but the problem was I was like scared because I didn't get my work schedule for that week, and so I was like worried, like, oh shoot, am I legit gonna make it? And thankfully I was able to get in at the least. So right after I got off work, I pulled on my earbuds and I was watching the entire stream. And in fact, I think this is the one. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. So this is the thing that, oh, I put it behind everything. This is the stream that happened on that day. So Mira got a bunch of other streamer friends on here and was able to get everyone to talk. It was like a cute little like yap 20 minutes type beat, and everyone from there came at least to come and support. And it was so much fun and I loved it so much. Like, it's like the Avengers. Everyone was here. You got me, and you have Evil, who I know is lurking right now, but Evil can testify. And then you also, Darcel is somewhere. I don't No, we're Darcel. Darcel, and there's Mio, and there's also Nina, and like Fear as well, and then Lexi, and also Adagio as well. I didn't realize you're from cartoon compared to. Yeah, I felt. No, that makes me. Where is Darcel? I know he's up there. He's there. Don't worry, he's in middle school. But she was able to grab everyone on here and do like a cool little like talk yap Q&A special thing, and it was so fun. And it was so much fun. I never expected to be on with joining. It was I think my first time like actively talking with her, and she was so sweet. And she was so great, and I was like, oh my god, she trusts me enough to be like, I was just like, my heart. And on top of that, like, right after this, I did a birthday, like, post, like the day after, like, the next day, I did, like, art for her. Let me see if I could, like, I'm gonna turn this off quickly, so I can find it. Let me see if I find it. I did birthday art on the day of, if I can find it. It was not only her anniversary for streaming, it was also her birthday, like, same time, like, in that range, and so, here it is. This is my birthday little thing I gave for her. Fun fact, I did this, I was like a speed demon. I was like doing this during like, before I got to work. It was like, I was like quickly drawing and she was like also like streaming. So I was like, hold on, give me like a hot second. I gotta quickly get this all situated. Yeah, trust me. And I locked in for this, and I feel so happy because this is like, I think this is like the second or third time that I've drawn, I think, some of my friends or in the VTubers who I haven't even done the lineup yet. I think, yeah, I did Neo, and ironically, they were all birthday posts. That's like the funnier thing. Like, I think Neo's birthday was the first time I drew him. Taehoongi's was like the first time I drew him, and this is like my first time drawing like Mira, so a lot of inconsistencies at best, but this is like the beginning of something fantastic. And so on that day, she had like a karaoke stream going on, and so I was like, is this a good time to show it? I don't know if it's a good time. And so I was like, hey Mira, whenever you get the chance off stream, if you want, I did birthday art, and she was like super happy about it. And I was so happy she was happy. Oh, music turned off. Let me check just in case. There it goes. Oh, I almost went off the thing. But she was legit happy for it. And I was so happy that she loved it a lot. Like, it made me like, and I couldn't scream because I was like mid-walking to work. And so I was like, Mira, I'm happy you liked it like a lot. So it was she loved it so much. So, you know what? I want to, it's still, even though her birthday technically isn't, you know, that day, we still want to do a shout out for her regardless, because she is super special. She's working hard, and she is a goddamn good singer. Holy cannoli. So let me give her K-I-S-E, wait, K-I-S-E-K, I think I spelled M-I-R-A. Kiseki Mira. Okay, so let me enter. Did I not type it right? What the heck? Oh wait, is the act different? Oh no! Ah shoot! Oh man, do I have to? Hold on. We have to go to the thing. The parent freaking Lee is not working for me. No, it's missing the one. Is it? God dang it. Hold on. We are not gonna have a faulty for, like, a shadow. So help me. Okay. Yeah, I think I did. God damn it. Okay. So, yeah. So, okay. Thank you, Jason. G-I-S-E-K-I-M-I-R-A. So that one should go through. I'm pretty sure Naya put that in right. Surely. Yeah, there we go. Okay, yay. It's always the second eye, but go follow Mira. Give her like a follow, give her like the shout out. She just hit like 500. So can we get her to like 1,000, please? Thank you so much. That'll be awesome. And if you want to like see my segment and like all the other special guests she brought out, then watch it. Because I'm not just there. You might see a very cool, very awesome sloth who hopefully returns this week because I'm very much miss him to my heart's core content. And everyone else is there. But it was so fun, and I genuinely loved it. It was super cool. So yeah, that was where I was kinda. And then let's get out of here. And then what else then occurred besides that? Oh yeah, I kind of just started I started reading like I started reading the JoJo's manga like after JoJo's. So apparently I'm pretty sure it's been announced that the JoJo's has now been released until fall of this year. So I don't like that it's gonna be in fall. I'm a little peeved it's gonna be in fall. I understand why it's gonna be in fall, but still I do not like that it's going to be in fall. So fall, that's long, but no, trust me, no, we're already in spring, so fall will be quick. But the problem is, I don't feel the hype's gonna slowly die down, and half the people are gonna forget until it's unless you're like a hardcore fan. But I feel like they've already announced it, so the people are like happily like content and cool with it. But I started reading it just for the sake of like, I'm gonna lose my interest. I'm gonna be like forgetful halfway, so I might as well go forth and read it. And I have it bookmarked. I'm on like chapter 33 of this, and I have to say, after all the fan art and things, so how's the experience? We're on the third stage of the race, and this is. I can't say nothing because I don't want to spoil nothing, or I don't want to spoil anything in terms of like context of like the story, because that's gonna be future stuff. However, I get now the amount of the president jokes, if anything. Can you say, oh man, I can't believe Redacted happened and Redacted, I finally get Redacted. It all makes sense. And also with Dio, the Redacted thing makes more sense, and then the art and everything. Redacted. I can't believe Redacted is technically in the series parody-wise, but still, it kind of looks close to like Redacted. And I think Redacted probably in it. I don't know. I mean, I can give it like a slightly out of context spoilers. I might be dead ass wrong, but I can confidently say I think Jesus might appear somewhere. I don't know where, but that's like my hunch. And I don't know if it's going to be right or wrong. That's the only out of context thing I'll say. Yeah, that's the only thing. I don't think if it's going that direction, but my gut's telling me something. And I don't know, I hope to God that's not right. And I don't know if that's like in reaction or not, or just being like sarcasm, but we can play it now. We'll read it. It's free online. You can read it for free online. It'll be there. And that's actually it. So I started reading it. A lot of characters have not made that much of an appearance from what I've understood before. So from that one episode, so they only had like that little info and like that little second half, and that was it. So I pray and hope they have more, because I can't have I want more love for my side characters, not the main ones. I stand my stance on my favorites, y'all. I'm not changing my opinion. Doesn't matter how much character development they get. I still stand my stance, man. But it so far is good. I do like it. It's very creative in the way. If you are a hardcore Jim Jam Bizarre Adventure fan and you get references, then yeah. And I can see why they have, I think, and I will confidently say, if you do read the thing, be aware. But if you're just holding it out until the animation, you will 100%, if you like the performance of Diego by Damien from Smosh, I think you're gonna find it extra special. But yeah, I do like it. Also, third, I don't think this is like really big-ish, kinda, but I mean not really big, but it's kind of cool for me, I guess. I'm I guess a mod for Miyojiko. Speaking of I think I'm not randomly his mod in his streams, so that's pretty neat, I guess. I was like mid work, and I was just like, I think he DM was like, "Hey, you want to be a mod?" I was like, "Yes, I'm fine. I will accept this." And so I am now a mod. Also, I'm just being temporarily released from mod jail. So don't. If I'm not here, I'm probably behind the bars. But it's cool. So y'all better behave, if anything. But honestly, also follow the people. Follow everyone. If anything, I'm just saying the thing. But follow everyone. If anything. But oh, I'm good. Well, if I'm there, if I'm not there, yeah. But then again, I'm like you. I think I showed up majority times. I don't think I somehow missed it. Ish. Yeah, kinda. I have no idea. But yeah, it's cool. What else happened? What else happened? What else happened? I think there was something also happened with I think with mean things, but I can't remember because I was like, oh yeah, I was like a lot of work. So if you're wondering why I wasn't shooting much, I was kind of like tired from work those days. I was supposed to technically stream a couple days ago. Oh yeah, the Digital Circus! Okay, I'll talk about after. Yeah, I was streaming for like a couple days ago, so yeah, I'm tired. But yeah, the Digital Circus! That's the big one. So, my timeline, as you know, as everyone knows, the Digital Circus, the main Digital Circus, is releasing on the 9th on YouTube. However, there was some shocking news that apparently it's not going to be just released on YouTube, it's going to be released in theaters. That's right. You and your Digital Circus friends can go to a public location and order a ticket that says, can I get some tickets for the Amazing Digital Circus Last Act Episode 9? And I don't know how that came about. The thing is, I think I was like scrolling like on my phone and the trailer poster came up and released. Actually, can I download it? Is it possible to like see it or dab it? But the trailer poster was released. Someone had it like underneath their like post and they're like, oh my god, like check out this poster for the Amazing Digital Circus. And I was like, I don't believe that to be real. It kind of not looks real at all. And then all of a sudden, there's like more people are like, is this real? Is this not real? And everything. Like, it was America, but by the time this recording, it's now like in Mexico. So hopefully it'll be in other like theaters as well. But it's going to be in like in Mexico as well. So it will hopefully with more people interacting and like sharing it with others, it'll be soon all over international style and everything. But let me find the actual postage because I only find like the Spanish version. I don't want that to be the thing to find. So the Digital Circus. There we go. Okay, so let me find the. Alright, we're gonna be on here like a tad bit more than I just realized. And on the main screen, so we might as well. I'm gonna alternate just in case. But this is the actual poster for what's gonna happen for the Digital Circus. And so, legit, a lot of people thought it was fan-made. I saw it in my passing time. And so I was like, oh, cool poster. I thought it was like, I guess, from whatever fan interpretation. And then more people were like, this looks like official because the theater part. And then it got to the point where it's been confirmed it was gonna be in theater. And so a lot of people are like, wow, we're getting this stuff soon? Might be, oh, it is 100% gonna be Jack centered. I'm pretty sure. I feel by the time episode, what was it? I think I figured from the getaway that the creator likes Jax a lot. Like, Tommy is the main character, and relates to Zubul, and has like the personality and aesthetics of with like Angle, but she really 100% loves Jax. But obviously, you can tell because it's gonna be heavy Socus. So I already watched the trailer, so I don't think I was gonna do, ironically, I was gonna do like a breakdown thing on like the day of this release of like everything, but I was so tired that day that I wasn't able to like do it, and so I was like, I already got the people. I was already watching others. I was like, yeah, I get what they're saying. That's basically what I'm thinking of. But the poster looks sick. It looks so cool, man. It looks so sick. So what is my interpretation? And the thing is, the trailer like released like right after this, so everyone's like, "Oh, this is real." Like, oh. Alright, so I want to tell me. They're gonna make this somehow a merch, and I don't know. They have to. Like, no way. And so, my theory is, I already kind of like was talking it to like myself, but my theory is, obviously, there's gonna be. Before I saw the trailer, I knew this would be heavy focus on Jax himself. Because, well, one, he was obviously the character who I think had the most influence, per se, when it comes to like, the story. If you really look back. Two, he's the one of the characters who had the most, like, effect when it comes to the things. Like, almost every episode he played some role. Or at least, whether it be big or minor, he had some reason to have an effect or had an effect towards characters. And because of the amount of, like, obvious things Jax likes, with, like, the coffee cup, Ribbit's hand, specifically Cosmo, like the keyholes, because in the beginning part he had like a thing with like keys, and I think in episode 7 he had like a thing with keys. We're gonna be like going through some labyrinth in his mind or head, whatever, to figure out his whole spiel or whatever. I'll be Jax with it. Yeah, 100%. And I knew I have a feeling from the get-go that the characters are not gonna get out. There's no way they're gonna get out. At this point, they're not. I don't like. There's no way they're gonna have like that whole like things. I've already been on like I'm on the. They're 100% copies. They're not the real person. If anything, they're not real. They're not the real person. They're just the copies. They're basically are just gonna be the like whatever version of them. Their real selves are living, and they're just whatever they are at the movement at to this time. Whatever brainwave scale is. Jax hit. Yeah. Ironically, I did see. Actually, let's go to the main thing so we can talk about the thing. I did see an actual AU that was like mid scroll on TikTok. That was legit about like an AU of what if Jax took over the circus after he supposed killed Kane. And obviously, so you had it's basically an AU where Jax became the new ringleader master and was basically at the point where he made everyone force into their archetypes. Like, he made everyone force into their archetypes. So he turned, like, and this is an AU, this is not what the action is gonna happen. So he turned Kinger way more crazy. He hated Zubul, so, he made them more, like, nightmarishly conformed. Gangle just becomes, I think, Tangle, and it's just always perma sad forever. And Ragatha is just like always constantly smiling. I don't think they did anything with Pomni because I think Pomni kind of in this hypothetical AU escaped. So they're not like whatever, I guess. But that's like my theory. Because I'm pretty sure Jack is gonna be like the main like antagonist, if anything. So I'm just gonna be like Pomni. I don't think they can. The AU people didn't continue off. They didn't explain if Pomni was alive or dead or somehow escaped. So we don't know what happened. But someone's gonna die on that. Someone's gonna die, if anything. And I have a feeling. Jack somehow might be the one to be the one nerfed, and be the one to be like, taken over. Because we already saw shots of him looking like psychotic AF. So that's my whole spiel. That's my whole theory, if anything. So I don't know if I'll be able to go into the theaters because I need to watch episodes 7 and 8 with my mom with that. So we gotta get like those parts in, and then when Netflix releases the last part, we'll sit down and watch it together. But the bigger question is, how are the people gonna react to this being in theaters? Because there's a lot of hoopla about theater release and things like that. But that, a lot of Digital Circus fans were kind of upset that it's being released 2 weeks early in theaters instead of, Netflix or YouTube. But the people were mildly upset the fact that apparently, oh no, they're gonna release it to, they're not indie anymore, they're going to theaters. That's bull crap. What's the point of them going to do that stuff? And so, hold on, I had to, I'm looking something up on my thing. But the thing is, I think the problem is the fact that, they don't, it doesn't matter if you think you'll go to, a theater or something, or they have that much money, there's still indie studios. They just have that power and movement to, go through that whole spiel and be able to, be more mainstream. And that's something you should legit be proud of. Straight up, what are the chances you ever say from not even just Glitch, but Gooseworks herself. Imagine you made a series so well beloved and so popular by so many people, and by that almost the world, that the pilot to this day still has the most views and counting out of any other. In fact, that's the only thing. I think it's sitting right now at a cool 382 million? Hold on. Let me check. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure it's high. No, 425 million. And almost all the other successes came from Digital Circus henceforth. And so the reason you got so many people to theorize AUs and things like that. And you're able to branch out to theaters. Hey, I would be proud of that from anyone. So I think people are taking this with the value of it's literally called A, hard work, and to B, to the effort, because so it's the forefront of the other new skills. Achieve, well, I'm not saying a indie has to go big and be in the theaters. I'm not saying that. A successful indie series can be made no matter what, as long as there's time, effort, resources, and you know how to treat people respectfully and right. I'm only saying the difference is the fact that it's a blueprint. Not necessarily. Every indie series has a different way to succeed. Not one is the same as another, and heck, some have a different way to succeed than the others in terms of goals and things. But I will say that Digital Circus is one of those series that really push the boundary, or push the border, or I guess the leap of faith or whatever when it comes indie as a whole. And Glitch has put their name on the map, but they are still indie studios. It doesn't matter. It's the same thing with Markiplier, because people were debating how they were supporting Markiplier's indie film of Iron Lung, and yet they were upset with trying to support they just try to support the Digital Circus. So I'm they're both still indies. They're both YouTubers and creators with not many money. They're indie. My stance is, if you are not a big corporate, you cannot, you don't make a shill of $1 majillion a day, Disney or Pixar or Star Wars franchise or Universal, and you're able to constantly make a money stream no matter what, then you're indie. Then that's the thing. So we should be the one to support the creativeness of people, and be hey, be proud, and I don't know, show respect. However, my statement on that is the fact that people better not spoil, because I feel it'll be super impossible to not. 2 weeks is gonna be really, really hard to not spoil anything. And I mean, that's for those who are just going to the theater. Someone's gonna spoil immediately the whole spiel. Someone's gonna have a hand cam recorder and be on the burned disc, the Amazing Digital Circus Episode 9 DVD release. And someone's gonna they've already did it with the Avatar. They already released like some clippage of the Avatar like movie that was supposed to come out in October, not now. And so people gotta learn to like, for once, shut up. Just don't like say anything, please. And two, don't spoil, because there's people who cannot afford it. Obviously, I'm not going to like the theater. I'll watch it with home, or if somehow, God heavens, if it gets to my hometown, and I don't believe that for like a second. But oh yeah. I mean, what are you gonna do? People are gonna somehow spoil it. People, no matter how much we say the words, hey, please, quiet, be considerate, they'll be like, yeah, but what if I said no and just did it anyway? That's the whole spiel. But, what else? But yeah, honestly, I am so excited for it, if anything. So yeah, I mean, then again, I've already been spoiled with like, when it comes to other medium stuff that I haven't had a chance to watch yet, so this is an for me. But still, don't be a spoiler. Don't be like that. This is gonna be, you know, this reminds me, this whole thing, this is basically the Avengers Endgame, like all over again. This is basically the equivalent of the Endgames, like essentially. Like, oh my gosh. I'm like, when Avengers Endgame came out, there's already people who already had premieres to see it way earlier. And I remember in my like classroom, someone spreading a rumor apparently was like already spoiling the ending of it happened. Obviously, I'm not gonna say it because I'm not a dick, but they already was spoiling the ending of it, and so people are like on the high rise of like not like getting spoiled. Like a random kid was just going to class, and people down the hall were like, I can't believe I got spoiled. That's some bull crap. And so me and my friends were the entire day eyeing at our doors, making sure we didn't get spoiled. Thankfully, we didn't. And we're going like on the day up. But still, this is having the exact same feel of this. Like, this is having the exact same feel. Like, in a way. Almost halfway to end it. Yeah, it started. Crazy enough, it's been like 3 years ago. Or, yeah, 3 years ago. Started in 2023, it's now gonna end in 2 years later. Like, man. So obviously, yeah, go to your theater, and if you do want it to come to your location, I know there's like a polling thing that's that's happening for like a shout out for like getting your theater being mentioned in like their like home country or wherever you're from. So if you want to do that, then I think go to like your local theaters and like make sure you like proudly like tell them like, hey, can you have this playing my home theater? Which is cool. And yeah, I think it's super nice. But that I think is in terms of like indie stuff, if anything. Also, wait, no. Actually, there's a theory that I have that hi fluffers! Hi fluffers! Hi, welcome in! We're just talking about, it's been like a hot while, but I'm just talking about like the things that have been happening within the span of the week. You know, at least for me, if anything. Because apparently a lot of cool things happen. Everything cool happens whenever I'm not involved. Apparently. But I hope you've been well, mate. But, oh yeah, I already know, I have a theory that I know Cosmo's voice is 100% going to be Aaron Hansen from Game of Thrones. If I have that already, I know it's going to be him. I already know, he's already involved with the Gameoverse with Ross. I already know he's going to be the voice for Cosmo in Digital Circus. I feel like it's kind of essential to, if anything, that he'll be the voice. Because I know technically in a non-canon ad, he was technically like a small voice for Cosmo in in one of the new lineups of things. I think they're animals or something, or like the figurines. But I know for a fact he will be the voice. Because I think it was already credited in the thing. So that's just, I'm sticking with that. Until proven otherwise. He was already the voice of like, what's his face in the Owl House. And so I wouldn't be surprised if he's gonna play a very important character at the end of the series and just have like one too few lines. So that's my stance. But yeah, what else I think happened? Oh, finally it's like raining in my hometown. So that's, it's not big, but still, I've been wanting it to rain for so freaking long. You have no idea how much I want it to rain. Like for the week, for 4 days actually, for 4 days, mind you. I was promised rain. I was promised rain for 4 days. Like last week, I was told in the weather app it was supposed to rain for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday via like tomorrow or whatever. And it was supposed to be like a high chance for a rainstorm. And note, my weather out here is whack AF because it has been windy. It has been scorching hot. It's been like pleasant. It's been cloudy, overcast, and like rain also. So it's been like every other weather. And so I was promised apparently a weather that was supposed to occur for 4 days of rain. And so I had brought my umbrella for almost all the 3 days that it was supposed to rain. The one time it decides to not rain, it was today, and I was mildly upset that the one time and the thing is I had my nice like Sailor Moon like varsity jacket, and so I was getting that kind of wet. It's hanging on my, it's in the back of my chair now, drying off now. I have to kind of like inaccurate. Yeah, no, that's the thing. So we were like, my mom and me were like, this is BS. The weather is supposed to. I'm just gonna get rid of this quickly because I'm tired of like. The weather was supposed to be like accurate enough, and so it was BS. And I kept like saying it was promised rain, and even if it was supposed to rain, it was just raining at like the nighttime. I want to be witness whilst it rained. I want to be part of like the 103. I have to get rid of. I mean, I'll keep it. I'll just put it in the corner. It's like I already have like too many things stuck on here. But it was supposed to rain like a lot. It was supposed to rain like a lot. So yeah. And the one time I decided not to bring my darn umbrella, it decided to go crazy and rain. And so I'm like, this weather app betrays me. It hates me. I really hate it. No, nature really despises me. But finally we have some rain, at least. But I had to like stay inside like my building just until my mom gets to get me. But it was still fine weather. However, like heavy rain. Oh, it just went pouring. Apparently, we're up higher north from where I'm at in the town. They had like a thunderstorm. Apparently, we were supposed to, but it just never came for us. It was just like higher up in the other town. And the thing is, we weren't supposed to. We got like a warning sign for like floods and everything. And the people from that town were like, "Yeah, don't worry, it is real. It has hit, and things like that." I was like, "Okay." And some people are saying that there's like a tornado warning up in that same town, and I'm sitting here like, what? It's physically impossible in the regions where we live, because we're in the West Coast side. The West doesn't rain, or no, the West doesn't have like tornadoes. If anything, we have like the ocean, if anything, to like backpedal it. Sign me. No, we don't. We don't have any. We don't have tornadoes. But apparently there was like a tornado warning that was shared out to people about a tornado apparently happening. And so everyone was just like, "Oh man, I can't believe I can't believe like the West is gonna have like a tornado." And I'm sitting there like, that's not a thing that happens. Like geographically, it should not happen. We're not the Midwest. We're central, but we're not the Midwest. And so people were like, and it was like one of those people, they were like looking over and like having like on TikTok or whatever, and being like, guys, I see a tornado storming. There's like one storming or forming right now, and I'm just like, bro, shut up. Like even my worker was like, that's physically impossible. That's geographically impossible. Like, yeah, it's not possible because you need like 1,000 like elements. Maybe a sea. You mean a tsunami? We have those. Well, I mean, yeah, we have floods, and tsunamis are more whatever the other East Coast side areas. If anything, whatever the West side majority in California has is like 100% like I think like floods and like earthquakes at best. I'll talk about the Midwest or too. This is all we have. Look, I'm not dissing on that. Look, I would rather finally take earthquakes than a scary wind power that's traveling very fast to your location than anything else. And the thing is, people are like, they're vlogging and like filming. From what I've heard, they're like, "Oh man, I can't believe I can't believe we're gonna be in a tornado, allegedly a tornado, and everything like that. I hope I'm nervous." And I'm like, do y'all know what's like how scary tornadoes like physically are? Like actually, like they're fast, and I'm not talking about like those baby ones. I used to chase worst thing. Yeah, no, people have a job. They're like I think storm chasers or whatever. But like and I'm not talking about those baby simple ones that have like a little claw like it kind of semi-forms one with like whatever debris and whatever things, and you can like pretend to be Avatar bending it and Airbender. I'm talking about those ones that are like super dangerous, that have like massive like funnels, and they can destroy like almost practically anything. That's how bad they are. Is a cat kind of, yeah. I'm not very knowledgeable in that, but I do remember an after school program, and where I think storms were like a topic for one of them, and so I don't know how we got a video talking about like the dangers of tornadoes, the dangers of the storm, and how things in the storm is basically like the different types in terms of like a size or like a thing. So let me actually like physically look up like types of tornadoes if I remember. Types of tornadoes. I think this is it. Hold on, I gotta put like no AI because I'm getting like the generic ass response. Let me find the image. Okay, yeah, it was an image. They showed us this specific image of like the types. If I can scroll down. Yeah. They showed us this image. Let me. So these are the images that we were given from the time, and so obviously we were kids in an after-school program. They never really specified. I weren't that far as in terms of like tornadoes and things like that. But they did show like a similar adjacent image to this, where it was just like these are the types you would normally see, and these are like an example. I don't remember specifically, but you have like the fat wedges. I know you have like the ropes, and then you have some that are like a funnel, but there's like a specific one that's like a double fur, where they have like some sort of like two types. Is there more? Yeah, tornado. Yeah. It's the types. Yeah. So you have like the cylinder, which is like the thicker ones. Then you have like the V shape, was like the common one. Cigars, the cones, the bowl, and the wedge. And the wedges are the more scary ones, from what I've gathered, is because they're the type to like, they're the fastest. It's cone. It's either V shapes or the cones are like the common one. But the wedges are the scary ones because, if I remember correctly, someone was like, if you think a tornado is like coming at you or is not coming at you and it's like dead still, like you don't think it's moving, then it's moving 10 times faster than you could ever possibly do, so you should 100% like book it far away. That's how scary they are. These suckers are fast. These are like very fast, and they will hit you crazy. You will not. Oh yeah. Like, you can tell when a tornado moves because of how they're like moving patterns, and usually when they form, what's that? Oh, tornadoes. We're doing a tornado talk, but we're doing what? Holy cannoli! Whoa! Hello, readers. Hi, clock right. Hi. Oh, sorry. We're doing a little tornado talk of anything. Hi, raiders. Welcome in. If you don't know me, I'm the Fiery Kitsune. I do cartoon talks sometimes, as well as like, I don't know, dumb stuff like this. Apparently I'm teaching it all about tornadoes, even though I've had a lackluster. But how have you been, mate? Hope you're super well. Yeah, but, I remember when tornadoes form, is a bowl shape dangerous or not? A bowl shape? I don't think they're dangerous. I don't think they're dangerous. Unless it's like, yeah, I don't think they're good data. I'm not from that Midwest, so I can't really tell. And it's really like, yeah. But even I think when tails are formed, they usually have like low wind and high wind, and then because of the, I think the continuous circles, they end up like freaking making like a spin, if anything. So that's what I think I've gathered from it, if anything. But yeah, if you can tell when a tornado moves, from what I remember, tornadoes move slightly a bit whenever you can like see them from a distance. The ones that are much more scary is because you can't physically see them moving. They're moving, but they're not moving. They're like kind of like they look stuck in place, which means they're 100% are on a prowl and they're vibing, and that terrifies me to my absolute core. That this beast, this creature is able to like transpire. But is there more of these? Yeah. No, the thing is, there's people who are like active, like freaking storm chasers or whatever. They're like, there's like, I don't know if y'all remember, but there was a TV show I remember specifically that was actively about people chasing storms. Like, they go out their way just to like physically go after like storms and everything. And also Raiders and Clock and anyone who came. If you're just relaxing and want to vibe, you don't take all the time you need, but if anything. But I hope you all super well. I hope you have a good rest of your day. But the thing is, I think like there was a TV show, I think it was called Storm Chasers, and it was like a TV show or something about people crazy enough to head first into tornado storms and everything. And I guess they're like the dangerous weather cast for people. My only problem is the fact that there was like, I think, a live recording of them suckers, like they actively like got KO'd and like never came back. That's how bad they were. And I don't trust anyone who are like oh shit. Wait, I didn't even get to my shout out for Clock. Hold on. I thought I did a shout out thingy. Sorry. Shout out at Clock's right. There we go. Oh, Marble Rivals. Nice. I hope he was winning. I hope he was winning, kicking freaking butt over there. But I hope you enjoy it. I hope you win some mad games. But it was like storm chasers and things. I don't know, but I think there was like a recording, and I think it was lost media, but I think it's now been revived at some point, like years after, of people having a physical recording of the people who were going into the storm and then like dying like immediately. And the thing is, they have this recording of their like final like wishes. This is like, that's how bad it was. That's how bad it was. Is there any? Oh, so this whole entire site, yeah. It's like the re-entry of like the space shuttle hitting from like, I think when the Challenger project, kind of. I'm probably wrong, but I think there was. But oh yeah, so I guess it goes off on like the different types of like tornadoes. You have the cone, you have the stovepipe, you have the drill bit, and you have the rope. This is the one that I be seeing a lot in like, well, people be like, this is the thing from like Wizard of Oz type to be. And then what was there? The elephant trunk? Okay, I see it. Yeah, and it basically is that. Essentially, that's essentially what that is. In terms of like, that meme. But I feel like in Hope he was just photoshopped. But it is very dangerous to be in the storm. And the thing is, we were talking, my work friend and I, we were talking about like, if there potentially was one, at least where we live, how would we survive? Because normally tornadoes, when you are in the midst of them, the thing is, logically, you're supposed to go underground and survive. And hey, everyone, it's the super cool Enkai. How are you? What's up? We're just talking about tornadoes and everything. How are you? Hope you're swell. We're just talking about tornadoes, I think, out of everything else. I hope you're well. Oh wait, let me shout you out. I want to shout you out also. Everyone should follow Enkai. Enkai is super talented in the music and also is a cool streamer and gamer, and they were playing some cool things. So you should totally all follow. I know he could be better, but he's cool. Oh no! I hope your day gets better. I hope you are able to have a better day, and I hope you just can relax and chill. Honestly, with the weather, it's kind of having that effect. But I hope you get some TLC, tender loving care, and some relaxation. Not the learning channel. But today we became the learning channel because we're learning about tornadoes. But yeah, somehow I think we devolved into tornado talks because oh yeah, Survivor. So when it comes to tornadoes, apparently there's like a way to survive. And if I know anything by that, The Wizard of Oz, you're supposed to go under the ground to survive these types of storms. We don't have basements. We don't have basements where we live. I don't think anywhere in the West bunker. Yeah, that's logically because it won't. If you're under, the lower you go to the ground, that's how you're able to not get easily picked up. That's why many houses, well, at least in the Midwest area region, have like, or in central U.S., have like cellars and things and basements, so that way they don't get like picked up from like these terrible storms and things like that. The West Side does not have like, unless you like came here and then you built it and like you built your own like home, like with everything. We don't have basements, so how are we supposed to survive? That's like the biggest problem. How are we supposed to survive if we don't have the thing to go underground? At most, a lot of places have attics, and that's not helpful for us. Because attics are supposed to help us when it comes to floods, which the West, California, is known for a lot. That's not gonna help us with like a storm, HUD. That cannot help us with storms. That's how bad it is. So I'm sitting here like, we were sitting here like, how physically possible is that to do? In terms of like survival. Also, thank you for the hydrate and for the posture check. Oh, I just timed that. Thank you for the posture check. Oh my god. But it's like very dangerous for people to like, because if anything, California would be very screwed if we ever logically, geographically had like a tornado like that. Or a hurricane at best, but we don't have them that badly. Afraid from the house gonna say, no, that's physically impossible. Oh my god! Hello? What the Jiminy Christmas Christ? Darcel? Oh my, Darcel! Shit, I'm choking on water. Hi Darcel! Hi Raiders! We're talking about storms and tornadoes. How are y'all this fine, I guess Sunday day? Can't say I breathe. I am breathing. I just said I choked on my water. Trust me, I'm in like in a high mood. Hi Raiders! If y'all don't know me, my name is TheFireyKitsune. I'm a local cartoon fox, and we sometimes talk about, like, I don't know, dumb shit like this. We like nostalgic and cartoons and, like, a good time, so if you like that, welcome on in. I am briefing. I just said I was... Okay, whatever. We were just talking about... Let me shout out Darcel. Shout out. Darcel. D-A-R... Da-da-da-da. There we go. Ba-da-ba. There we go. They're playing Ova Magica. Ooh. What's Ova Magica? That's super cool, actually. Wait. Were you being a wizard? And also thank you for your tune token. Were you being a wizard? Or a witch? Docel? Were you being a wizard, Harry? Well, oh, cool. Noise. Yay. Well, thank you guys. Well, thank you. So if you want some water or relaxations or anything or just a breather, go forth or stretch and things. We're basically are just like talking about tornadoes in the midst of the information and things because it's raining heavy where I'm at, and so I want to like I guess mention that. But the game is a combination of Stardew and Pokemon. Ooh, I've never played Pokemon, but I know a bit about Stardew. So that's like the ultimate cozy game. That's like the ultimate cozy game. What the heck? That's awesome. Oh man, that's basically two wholesome things in the midst together. Giving you in the Discord. Oh, let me check the cord. Oh, my notifications are going off, but I guess not. Ooh! Oh my god, it does! It looks like it just looks like a farming like simulator like game. It just looks like that. Stardew like means it literally just says that in like the its summary. It's Stardew meaning Pokemon. I love that. I love that. That's awesome. Oh my god. And damn it, I wish I could buy it. I just got my check, but I can't. I have to hold that off for now until my other comes in. Well, I'm glad you had a super fun, cozy stream. Welcome. We're just talking about storms, I guess, and I guess the dangerousness of like all the stuff and everything, and the tornadoes, because it's raining and we don't have tornadoes, but apparently we almost had one. According from people, and so we're discussing like how the hazardous of we have one at least in the West will be impossible because I think a lot of houses don't have basements. However, like the thing is, we have I think some weirdness like of structure when it comes to like floods and I guess earthquakes to some extent. Like Californians know how to deal with like an earthquake, and I'm pretty sure it's like insane because I'm pretty sure like everywhere else is like will freak out. At most we have is like I think earthquakes and that's it. We freak out with rain. We're like, what is this travesty? With earthquakes, we're like, all right, we'll stay in posting ground and we'll be like content and fine, I guess. Actually, wait, there's a video I think that describes perfectly this entire situation. Hold on. There's like a specific video that I remember watching. How rough is the earthquake? Well, earthquakes can go from hold on. Let me actually find the thing and I'll talk. Earthquakes can go from a magnum to are from 1 to 10. 1 being low, 10 being like, oh god, this is a travesty. And the thing is, we're the ones having the somewhat effect. And the reason why earthquakes are formed is because tectonic plates are constantly shifting underneath. And because of that, they end up like immediately having a shifting formation. And that's how it caused the movement. Also, enjoy your lurk well, evil. Lurk well. But because of like the tectonic plates moving underneath like the Earth's crusts, it's how it's able to like make the Earth kind of shake because it's kind of getting formation. It's forming with it. It's like this. There's an example of this in the California Science Center Museum where like they have like a specific exhibit where they do teach you about like the whole movements and things. If it pulls out, you're gonna have like valleys that I think like rivers and form. Pushing in is earthquakes and volcanoes and like other things and things like that. From what I remember correctly. So let me go to let me find like California. I think reacts to like California reacts to rain or something. Reacts to I don't know if this video is like so specific. Skit. I was just putting like I think it was like buzzword or when it oh wait, I think oh my god, it was from BuzzFeed too. Okay, this is from 10 years. So this does not I don't support them. But I think this is the one. Yeah. Okay, so let me pause this real quickly. Okay, let me pause this real quickly. Because this is very like yeah, it's 10 years old. It was from BuzzFeed, and I don't support them, obviously. I don't really, but this is the video that my teacher played us when it was like raining in 10th grade. For us, it was raining in 10th grade, and no joke, this is exactly how it was like for us when it was also raining as well. And I'm not kidding, in the slightest. Is the closed caption on? Oh, it is. Oh no, it's on, but it's like so. Oh wait, the closed caption is on, but y'all can't see it. My thing is, my screen is like super low for some odd reason. Hold on. Let me quickly, for some reason. There we go. It should now. It should now work. And this is like a satire, but it's
Sunny with highs at about 76. You can take a look at the. Excuse me. Are you sure? This just in. We might have rain.
we might have rain.
Sure? Julie,
It's only gonna get
wrong.
worse from here.
Los
It's gonna
Angeles
get
will
wet.
be experiencing a quarter-inch of rain. So much.
It's so much.
It's happening. So whip out your umbrellas, folks. This could be a reign of terror.
And this is such like a.
We gotta go.
The dispensaries are gonna close.
Guys, I've seen this before. Just stay inside and we'll be okay.
It will be okay. Like that's all in a panic and everything.
Open it.
How does it
It's okay, Mr. Worthington. It's okay.
Drive much slower and sometimes pull over if it gets too scary.
It's so bad. It's oh no, there it clears up. Not him carrying the snacks.
The sun is coming out.
Yay, there's the yay, it's sunshine.
That was a crazy 11 seconds.
And it just goes back to freaking normal and all that. It's so.
Did you just feel that?
I think we just had an earthquake.
Oh.
And that's such a real that satire bit. I know that little laughter bit was like, oh no, haha. But no, that's like a real like we're California when it comes to rain is such like a beautiful when people see water falling from the sky, it's such like a human thing. They shrug off earthquake. Oh yeah. Well, and when it comes to at least with the California, like we are more prone to that's why we're more prepared when it comes to like earthquakes and things like that. And there's like rules and things when it comes to it. So this is like if you somehow ever get into an earthquake, this is the not official 101, but my tips, and by that, what I was taught in school when it comes to earthquakes. Number one, always make sure you stay underneath like a doorway. If you're in your house, make sure you get like betwixt a doorway and like a hallway. Do not go into your room that has like something. Do not go into a room that has something hanging from the ceiling because that will be highly likely to fall. Don't go into any room that has like many buildings or like objects that are hanging up because they will fall. So make sure you always stay in like, or at least with me, door frames for some odd reason. We legit do that like a lot more. For some reason, it's like setting an exam with the wrong in a way, and they do happen like they used to happen like often enough, so we were able to like witness it. But we always stay in like the door frameway constantly, so that way we don't have like things falling between us. So if you're like in a house, as long as you're buying a door frame, it will help. It's better if there's like somehow a no door frame. That makes like a better bonus. Two, if you are not in a door frameway or anything, and you're just somehow in the midst of like a room with no doors, make sure you go underneath like something like a bit like a table, something sturdy like a table or like a desk or something. They'll have more disperse, and you'll be able to grasp on the like the leg of the table, so that way you'll be able to like constantly make sure you won't like be mindful, and always protect your hand over your neck and head. It'll be that way you won't have to deal with objects falling if somehow they manage to fall. And then this is the part where school kicks in and everything, and that's where all the school training videos comes in. After whenever a storm, after when the alarm hits off, make sure you leave an area. Make sure you. Well, the thing is, my mom taught me, and this is like I think for in natural disasters and things like that, you must always carry the five P's in terms of survival, or if you're like in a fire or anything. And so it is your pets, your passports, your photos, your prescriptions, and it's like your photos, your pets, your passwords, your prescription, and there's like a five, there's a fifth P, I can't remember. But you're supposed to carry like 5 items so that way you'll be able to like in a situation when that occurs, because something can fall and you will lose them. So that was the things. And what we did at school, which is dumber and I think kind of not safe, is that whenever the alarms kick, you will have to we get in line and we stand outside immediately, all lined up, all coordinated, and then we stand on like the get yard or like a far off land away from like the building, and that way you'll be able to like have a head count with teachers and be like, okay, is everyone there? And that I say, we all know that's bull, right? I don't believe in the fact that we are going to be teachers and faculties expect us to be all like single file lines going out of a building to some freaking storm or like out being with no emergency. Like I don't believe that for a second, because like no one's gonna be like coordinated and be like all organized walking out. Everyone's gonna be screaming, everyone's gonna be panicking as crazy, if anything. So I it's just it's the expectancy of thinking like, oh, we're gonna be organized, we're gonna be fine and everything. We're not. We're gonna be tailing, we're hauling butt. It's gonna be every man for himself, if anything. And same thing with fire alarms and like shooting school drills and things like that. Farmers that the entire school line is just nothing but yapping of our ways, and yes, we are not going to be formally aligned. We're not. Like, they expect us, like, teachers and people are like, all right, we're going to make sure we're formally ordered. And the head count, like, you don't think anyone is like, and the thing is, people expect to, like, leave your stuff in the class. Well, no, okay, to some extent, there's, like, some where you're, like, you do actively take your things with you. At the same time, you could, like, leave it. But no, that was middle school. Middle school, we always leave our stuff because that was, like, our one class. High school, we take your stuff with us. So that was going to come with us constantly. And so I'm just sitting here like I don't believe that for a second that we're not gonna be like that organized. And if we are the most resilient humans ever in terms of the weather. But I'm pretty sure literally if you know how to handle like the alarms and situations. Actually, hold on, I'm actually gonna text my mom just in case, because I want to actually know what are the 5 P's and like when it comes to like a fire. Mom, hold on, I'm texting her. Mom, what are the 5 P's again when it comes to a fire? There we go. My freaking fat fingers, for fuck's sake. There we go. I know I got like 4 out of the things right. I just can't remember the 5th one. But I think it's because of like depending on the age group, the rowdiness will not help. Like kids are very like teens to like high schoolers and stuff like that. They'll handle it fine-ish, but they'll be like dicks because they won't like learn. Middle schoolers, they'll just be like they'll just run around for the sake of it. I'm worried for younger kids. But yet somehow I feel like they'll be the ones who be like, I understand. And yet the older people are gonna be like the like mess around and find out type beat. But yeah. But circling back to like earthquakes and things like that, California is a little more subject to understand like those types of weathers and like the hurricanes and things, storms like that, than like actual proper like other things. You'd be surprised how insane Mother Nature is. Like, no joke. When I went to Florida for the first time, with my with my church group. We went to we went to Florida. I think Daytona. No, I think it was like the capital, Daytona, Florida. No, my Orlando. We went to Orlando, Florida. So we went there for a couple days, and immediately it starts. It was fine. The one weather. Here's the context. We arrived out of the airport. It was fine. We got into the car to the hotel. Also fine. And then it got a slightly bit cloudy. All right, not bad, but still, it was still like cloudy, but not enough where it's like, okay, fine. And then when we got inside, one of us was out the window, or made it inside the room before us, and yelled out, "Dude, it's raining!" And so we all went up to the room, and it was pouring down. It was like coming down hard. And the thing is, Florida has like hot rain, and it was humid at the same time. So we were dealing with like some humid, warm. It was equivalent in like a shower, but a very bad shower. Because it was like hot rain in a way. It was humid rain coming down, and we were basically just getting like hit with it. And so it was not good. And here's the thing: I like warm water. I like being hot in the water. I just don't like nature's hot water because that feels gross to me personally, per se. And I'm sitting here like, what type of rain? It's not a type of rain, but it's more humid. It was like a very humid storm, and so for like the couple of days we were there, we had to. I think I brought an umbrella just in case for that, or my mom was like, "Okay, bring this just in case." And I was right. We needed it. The weather was bad, but it was like a couple on and off. It's like a hot rain, if anything. It's like humidish at best, and it was bad. It was like the same thing when we went to Kansas. It was fine 1 minute, and then we immediately pulled to the hotel we were staying at, and it was also, as you guessed it, pouring down hot rain. Like, Christ Almighty, it was that bad, and we were just like, what is going on with like these weathers? And thankfully, I don't live in an area where, that's an often thing, but I'm noticing that towards the east side and like somewhat central-ish, hot rain is like a thing. And it was like, it was like a weird experience. Thankfully, we do not have that, at least with California. Our rain is a lot more content and cold. And sometimes like hail. We get sometimes like hail every now and then, which is rare, but it does happen. In fact, it was pouring down for my dad where he was living at currently. So, but I asked him like, "Is he all how's the rain?" But it was like pouring down. We barely got any of the rain, but yeah. But it's very crazy when it comes to the whole like with weathering conditions. People are like, so yeah. Imagine like us people, Californians, who are not really used with the rain and always having like perfect sunny vision 24/7 or whatever, immediately get smacked from like not only rain but hot rain. And not only hot rain, humid hot rain weather. Something that Cali never experiences. Because, yes, Mother Nature is so much. Mother Nature is awesome. No, Mother Nature is sick. It's just, we the people think it's terrifying. Have you ever seen like a lightning struck through like a TV or a tree? That shit's like metal. It's so cool. I personally love it a lot. If anything. But I think my also ads are gonna start in like I think 30 seconds, so keep that in mind. But yeah, I think being within like the reign of like the thing is, I think that's why people can't really predict the weather, because you don't know what the weather's going to be about. You don't know what's going to come and prescribe, because like the weather forecaster could be like, okay, this will happen, and then this will happen, and then perhaps this will happen. But it won't happen, because it's not accurate. And, like, we can predict so much as we can get so far, and it kind of is like, we're not meant to know things. It's like a gamble at best, in terms of weathering. But, I love it. When this winter cooler, flowers blooming in Antarctica. Yeah, that one's okay. That one is a bad thing, because apparently, flowers are not supposed to be in Antarctica. Then again, I don't know much about Antarctica to know if flowers are supposed to be there. We know it's dry land. Very cold, dry land. Not like some ice, but I feel like there is like it is bad at the point. In fact, did y'all hear about the fact that penguins are gonna go out of soon, like they're in the danger category? Them and freaking seals. And so I'm sitting here like, what the hell, man? Did Happy Feet not taught y'all nothing? Like, hello? Like, did the movie Happy Feet, the one with the tap dancing freaking penguins and like the cool music that got everyone into like Earth, Wind, and Fire for a bit and just did not know the name of it? Like, you're gonna that movie did like something, like what the heck? And Happy Feet 2? Did that not help you? Are you serious? Like, bruh, we're truly living in like a very tad like time. Actually, no, wait, there's good news. Apparently there's something good that happened. So, in my midst of me not streaming, a space program occurred. Oh, Agile. Alright, let's head to the BRB scrap. We're going to the BRB screen. Oh wait, no, that's arting. No, that's good. BRB. 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 There we go. Oh, if you're back, well, we'll still wait. The ads still are going off, so we'll just wait for others. A reminder, gangs, if you don't want, if you don't want ads, you have to subscribe. And that's the only way. Or somehow subscribe to a Prime, because I don't know how that, like, happens. Creeping on me. I know that, don't worry, we'll be back soon. We're just waiting for others. Because we have to at least be mindful, and we have to be careful. Some of them people are stuck in the ad jails. And my video that I was watching just like slightly ended, so I'm gonna have to find some other thing to have like a silent background noise. So they should be done in 3, 2, 1. Alright, so everyone should be back from the ads. Let's go back to the talking screen. Wait for someone to give. I mean, you never. Yeah, if anything, somehow I've been getting more gifts to sub. So if anyone's that generous, they will do that. But yeah. But what was I on about? Wait, what was I just? Oh yeah, I was Happy Feet. My joys of Happy Feet, and how that kind of like. Oh yeah, no, the good things. Artemis 2. There's a space program that occurred like a bit called Artemis 2, which is super cool. Which is a program that apparently involved like astronauts to be up in space for I think 10 days roughly, and they are the most goofiest son of a guns I think I've ever seen, and I'm so happy they're like chosen to be part of the space thing. Let me find an image. Artemis 2. And so they updated the pic of the moon. So let me see if I could like find the image of them. Okay. So if y'all don't know, if we're going to Let's Talk 2, this is the Artemis 2. And so this is a program to try and circle. They were out in space for roughly more than 10 days. And these 4 goofy goobers were the people who were like up in the space, in the NASA, and they were having a program to do it. Like, look how like content and happy they are all. I'm like, they are so sweet. And the thing is, there was like a couple instances where like the Nutella peanut butter like was like floating away. It was like the most like oddly funny ad placement to not be happening. And I think like a chips bag kind of float, and then someone I think on Twitter was like, "Can you add a true image to it?" And I was like, "All right." They were like, "I got you." And there's an image of just that now, just in the bit, and I love it. But they were up in the Earth for like, or circling around the moon for roughly 10 days, and they were like kind of exploring, and it was so cool. They're so wholesome. These are like the in zero, like, man, if I wasn't an artist, maybe an astronaut would be the coolest thing ever to like float around and do stuff all day. And the funny thing is, there's a couple things that happened. One, there was interview with a certain orange tangerine, and there's an image of a video of them taking the mic when he talked. Actually, instead of saying the name, we'll just say who's like the character I hate in JoJo's right now. We'll say Dio Brando. We'll say Dio. When Dio talks to the astronauts, up in the microphone. You can hear the astronauts not really liking Dio a lot, and so they're kind of like there's an image video of them have whenever he talks of the microphone constantly spinning around, and you can tell that they did not like it, and they just had to smile. They knew it was bull, but they just pretend, and it was just a funny like, "Hey, are you still on, Dio?" And Dio was just like, "Yeah, I'm still here," and you can tell it was so funny. It was just so funny. Poor smile. Yeah, I mean, one of those kind of like legit like upset, but you can't tell. But we were all, trust me. I know the thing is, Dio was the one trying to just fund the program. So why would I? But then again, they needed the money and they needed to look good. So in the sense, yeah. But then again, they did not fuck with Dio at all. But it was so funny. And two, they updated the moon pic for the thing for the okay, so moon photos. They updated the moon and the earth photos to like a better moon. Let me see if I can find it. Moon photo. This is like the new moon photo, obviously. So there's a couple new images of the moon. This looks gorgeous. Like, look how like it looks so cool. This looks like the start for like a goddamn like album cover. Like, ironically, would have this as like a wallpaper type beat. Like, same thing with this one. It's so pretty. Like, the moon is to me just like a fascination, if anything, because it's so pretty. I think this is the new color of the moon. No, that's not the dark side of the moon. Let me say it was like an art trend coming around of people taking like a photo and like, yeah, no, this one. This is, I think this is the one. It's more shinier than this. But people were, when they released like the photo of like the actual moon color, I don't think this is the one. I don't know if this is the right exact one. But when they took the photo of it, the moon had way more color. And so people were kind of drawing the moon with those like more glowing effective colors, and it looks so good. It looks so pretty. The moon having like so many of like the blues and like blue, it's like the blue and like the rusted yellow orange to like some purple and everything, and like, oh, it was gorgeous. Oh, it was so gorgeous. Oh my god. It's so pretty. Like, it was so pretty. I loved it. And they came down to Earth, so they're now safely back on Earth. So everyone, give y'all astronauts a round of applause for surviving 10 days up in space, circulating. And so now their new goal, which according to I think Artemis 5 or something, they're gonna try and not only go beyond the moon, but they go beyond to Mars itself in like 2028. They were like very confident about that year. So in like the next year or so, we're gonna witness people living life on Mars and having like soon a ground base operations. And so finally we'll have the answer if aliens do exist on Mars, and if that's where they're taking the moms from Mars rescue moms from Mars. Something like that. Everyone knows that film. It's like a stupid film. It's gonna be. Hopefully, that means they're gonna have some cool space travels. And heck, we don't even know what's gonna go beyond that. Like in terms of space, like travels in SSC, because we are gonna be able to go if they're able to. If that thing was successful, because here's the thing: if it is successful and they're able to like at least build a good society slash live off really really well and like survive off there, there's a high chance we're able to go even farther. Who's stopping us from going to like? I mean, I don't think Venus. We can't. I don't think we can stay in Venus. I think there's like some planets that are like actually like MIA, stay away in terms of, and like you have to be mindful of like the body, the heat, and like temperatures. I don't think we can stay on Jupiter because like nothing but gas. I don't think we can stay on like Uranus or Neptune. I think because I think they're also kind of like extremely cold, and I think Saturn's also full of gas too, so there's like a couple times we may not be able to stay. Oh my god, I said the actual saying of it, not the kids these days. I said the actual scientific one. I had to bite my tongue from actually saying the other way. That's you know what? It is the humorness, but I was like, I don't say the other way. You're a foot. I'm not okay. Fine, you're anus. Happy? happy. Did I degrade myself to toilet humor to be like Teen Titans Go? This is what I do. I'm like their monkey, and I have to like I say no. The chat will be like, do it. I'm like, no. So I freaking turn the box wheel around, and then you'll have to make me do the dance. But honestly, I hope they do go far with like the whole space traveling thing and everything. So hopefully it does go as well. I'm excited. I'm not an astronaut, but hopefully that means there'll be sown life beyond the stars. And who knows? With technology and whoever the heat death of the universe and whatever comes first, we might have the age-old question solved of if we are truly alone in the world. And if so, why there's no context? Which honestly, I have to say, there's no way we're not alone. Do you not know how terrifying that would be if we're just truly the only living thing in all the Milky Way, and there's no other like living thing? Like something out there is alive. It ain't gonna be a human, but it's alive. That's for certain. And what's worse is the fact that like it's one of those existential like thing questions that we don't dwell. It'll be crazy. Oh man, it's gonna be like what's the movie that has like not when Mars needs mom. No, it is Mars Needs Moms. Oh my god, I remember that film. That was an ugly ass film. I think it is called that. Hold on. Let me actually search this just in case. It's called Mars Meets Moms. I think it's called that. Mars Needs Moms. Unless I'm stupid. No, it is! No, it is! Oh my god, it is. It's gonna be nah, there's no way. If we are, then that's the most depressing thing we're going. If we aren't, then yeah, there's other people. Oh my no, I'm pretty sure. No, everyone remembers this. This is the ugliest film I think I remember for the life of me watching. I remember watching this so much. I hated it. I hate the film. It is so bad. It's so badly animated. It's not even animated. It's like not rotoscope. It's 3D movements. Rotocapture? 3D capture? Hold on. Name of animation where it's not a rotoscope, but I know what it's called. Name of animation where it captures the 3D person to IRL. I don't know if it's the call of that. Motion capture? No, not motion capture. It is! Mocap! That was it! Oh, I was stupid. Mocap! So I was like, right. So mocap. This entire film was basically a mocap film. And so, it is so... Seth freaking Green was in here? What the hell? Okay, whatever. Anyway, this film was essentially like... Yeah. It was mocap. I don't want to play because I really hate this film. But this was a... Oh yeah, no wonder. It was a Disney film. I forgot. Yeah, this came out in 2011. Holy crap. So this was a film where essentially, I think this was in a world where, in Earth, I think a lot of moms were like taken away, to like to Mars, and I think it was because they realized like, oh, the moms are able to do everything, and so it was like a rescue mission and just treating her parents like respect, blah blah blah, and so like everyone was I don't like everyone. I don't like no one in this film I love. It's terrifying. It's very dark when you really think about it. I don't care enough about this film at all. Like, it's like, ugh. This is one of those things I don't think deserves like the whole like 3D, like the whole thing. Like, I think this was Disney. This was Disney's like dark age of like when they were trying to figure out filmage and making things like filming. They were trying to figure out like how can we make this real without like, you know, making like saving cheap on the 3D since Pixar was doing it. Turns out it was not whatever the heck this was in the slightest. And this is not even like live action. We are lucky this is not the dinosaur, if anything. This is not like the dinosaur. That one no one talks about. That film is ugly. It's not even cartoony. It's just straight up a live action. It's terrifying. It looks bad. It looks bad. It just looks bad. Next, the dinosaur. I can't talk about it because I never seen the dinosaur. The dinosaur, okay, from what I've gathered, the dinosaur is like, I guess, Disney's attempt to like a 3D movie, and it flopped so badly that it wasn't. I don't think it got like a good review. Let me see if I type in Disney dinosaur. No. Yeah, it's like a really hard movie to find. You do not. It does not show up when you like. Yeah, there's like a mixture of like the dinosaur. It's literally a smash between like the good dinosaur and just dinosaur. This is the film. I have no recollection of this film at all. I know it's dark. Actually, there is a dark scene where apparently it was towards the end of their world and they were witnessing what was like their ending like civilization. Which I like this movie. Okay, well, you like the film. As long as you like the film, my opinion means nothing, because I've never seen it. I can't say. I only remember from like whatever clippage my memory me has. I don't think I fully like watched it. And if I did, it's like some buried memory of me. But this was a film that at the time, and I think today, was like something that no one ever talked about. It's the film that no one cares about, and by that proxy, it is, I think, their lowest form of film. Well, I'm glad I was able to somehow retrieve like a memory. Actually, what it's rating? It's sitting at a nice, comfy like 6.4 out of the thing. No, yeah, like a 6 on the IMDb, a 65 on the Rotten Tomatoes, and like a 56 on the metric. So it's slightly better than before. It's a slight above average rate. Still shit, but it's above average. It's above average. Oh wait, actually, what about the? I'm curious what the Mars meets on. So wait, what was that rating at? 5.4. Oh my god, it is better. Holy crap, the dinosaur outdid Mars Meets Mobs. Holy crap, that's awesome. Dang. Congratulations, dinosaur. You are somehow, like, slightly better. You're slightly better than the mocap film. You're not good, but you're still better in terms of the things. Dinosaur is the goat. Don't worry, you trust me. Whatever I say, my opinion, it's my opinion. Like I said, I've only remembered it from clips and from a while ago. If you love it, then more power to you. So you can rant to your friends about how cool the dinosaur, sorry, I can't say the dinosaur is, and in terms of like the best good films. And I think the only film I saw like on my what was it? I can't remember the film. It was like it popped in and it like disappeared. James and the Giant Peach. That is a film that I think no one ever remembers because it was based off a book from Roald Dahl and I think a stop motion. No one knows about this movie. Barely anyone talks about the film. And every time I mention like James and the Giant Peach, everyone is just like, "What is that?" And I was like, "Oh, it's this book or this movie." And it's like, "What is that?" And it's like I show them the clip. They're like, "What the hell is this?" It's a Roald Dahl book that came first and then turned into like a movie musical, which I think is like my third time being weirdly exposed to it. Let me see if I can find like an image of it. James and the Giant Peach. It came from 1996. It's a 1996 film, and it starred I don't think I know half the people. Yeah, I don't know half the people in this film. Somehow I know no one. It's the only film I'm like, yeah, I know not a single one, and yet I watched it like a lot. It made me very, very, very into Peaches for like a time being. But I loved it, how freaking awesome the film is, like 10 out of 10. Don't worry, we'll see. It was basically, it's a story, if you don't know it, it's a story about a kid whose parents got eaten up by an angry rhinoceros. That's his actual wording, not mine. And so he lives with his two terrible, abusive, 100% really, really aunts, or bad aunts who are abusive. Do not Miss Spink and Miss, I can't remember their names. And so they abuse poor James. And so James has, it's a found family. It's a dark found family movie. And essentially, it was a dark found family. And I love this film, like, to my core, essentially. It is my, I watched this on repeat so much. And I loved it. The book's more different because obviously there's like some more different stuff, elements in the books and everything else. And it stars these like ragtags who I loved a lot. It's the grasshopper, Miss Ladybug, Mr. Earthworm, the spider, who I think I had a crush on, and by that a lot of people had a crush on if they saw the film, the centipede and Miss Glowworm. And that was the film essentially. Those are the people who are like in it. And these are the two, like, I think old ladies who terrified my core. Honestly, they terrified my core. There was a section in the story, or actually no, in the end of the film, there was like a little, like, I don't know if I remember correctly. After the odds got defeated, it was basically like a mini game where it's like a rock'em sock'em, where it's basically like kick the grandmas or something. And so you had them in the center being tied up, and then you had like this weird rotoscope looking thing that kicks them and they get points. There's no significance, there's to know why. I don't know why that happened or occurred, but my theory is that the grandmas somehow died and they're just living in a purgatory / hellscape of them just getting forever abused and tormented by the goddamn bull and or whoever's like controlling it. That's my little theory. But it's such a good film. At least if you like stop motion, it's such a good film. Hella underrated, in my own personal opinion. Very underrated, like a very underrated film. I believe that. I think there's more. If anything, I don't remember halfly because it's been like a bit since I, watched the film. So but I remember enough of it to be like, yeah, this is essentially what it goes. But that I'm taking it in stride. It just makes logical sense, and this makes sense if you watch the movie because there is an angry rhinoceros. That's how the parents are dead. They were gobbled up by an angry rhinoceros. Why? There's a reason. I think it escaped and like killed them, but that's like how they formatted in the sentence, which is like I think is a very funny way, but a very dark way to like portray like death in like a in the film. Like, oh my god! Actually, there was something trending that I wanted to see. There's like a video if I can do like a mini tier list on. I don't know if it's like there. Disney. So there was like we'll do it after, we'll do it a bit, and then we'll do like, I think we'll do a mini like the thing. Yeah, okay, so a while ago, well, I think in the week I was doing the stream, I was doing a top, I saw like a quote retweet that was essentially like, which Disney villain death has like the most gruesome ending thing. And so there's like a lot of sub tweets and quote retweets that are like, okay, it's this, and made me think like, who had the most like worst way to end their life, KO no matter what. And it was like Scar, and there was like Ursula, and there was like Oliver and Company. So I want to do something like that. If anything, I want to do a tier list. Let me see if they do have it. Disney villain. Okay, so tier list. Does it exist? Does it exist, or is it like not there? Oh no, it does, but it's like, oh no, is it like limited? Oh no, it is maybe limited. Oh no, wait, no, we can just do like a, hold on, maybe there's like one. Okay, so let me type Disney villains tier list. I want to do Disney villains tier list. Let me see if I can do one for Disney villains in terms of it. Ooh, okay. Ooh, there's more. There's like a lot more. Holy shot skis! Wow, there's a lot. Okay, they're going far. Okay, all right. Okay, we're gonna. Ooh, okay. This one has legit a lot of the. Okay, so we're gonna do this one. We're gonna just turn it off. If anything. Okay, so let me quickly get this like situated. Oh, let me check the music before it like do the thingy, because I wanna do this. We're gonna listen to this. We're not doing the song again. Give me a different song. There we go. Because I was also sitting in my room like, what is a good Disney like end game? Because a lot of them are like special like ways they go out. And if you're like a hardcore like Disney thing, a fan, you would know or like in the range of like intensity kicks in. So let's me go into the thing. Obviously, a lot of them technically didn't die, and half of them are like didn't really like dead, but we're gonna figure this out as best we can. So let's do this. It's a lot. Oh, it's a lot. Actually, let me show the thing. This is interesting. This is at least all of them, at least in terms of it. These are many films in terms of like in villains. This is villains tier list. So this is not just all of the like the classic like the Renaissance. This is like villains. Yeah, half of these I have never watched, or half of them I don't even think. Half of these I don't even think they die. That's the thing. So this is gonna be a very interesting way for them to go. So let's quickly like let's quickly. I want to do this. So this is my version. This is not like the version, unless there's like another version of like the Disney villains in terms of antagonists. Can we do antagonists? Okay, whoa, there's way more. Whoa, there's way more. Oh, this is going with like TV shows. Oh dear God. Oh no, that's way more. That's way more than I thought it would be. Half of it I do know from the show though. That's way more. This is okay. Okay, Disney movie. Disney villain movie. Okay, we're gonna have to like simplify it to like the movies because we can't do all of the antagonists because that's way too ridiculous and half of them don't even die. That's the problem. Okay, we'll stick with this. This seems like a good like I guess a formatting if of anything. So this will be a good basis. If I don't see anyone I recognize from here, unless these are, well, they're all Disney. Shoot, they're not gonna, okay, I don't think half of them are not, they're not the ones from, wait, hold on. Are there, is it just gonna be, okay, I think it legit might just be, might be like, okay, I think this will do. This might be the one. This is specifically Disney. Oh, you're an ad. Oh no, ads! God dang it! Hold on. Let's go to the ad screen. While the ads are, are the ads start? Oh, ads starting too. Oh no, the ads are starting. Hold on, quickly. This is the one. I might. There was one that had like other characters, so I'm gonna have to like. This is gonna be very hard because I don't. There's a ton of villain deaths and bad guys, so I'm trying to remember like, will this be the one? If this is the one, if not, then maybe. If anything, we're gonna have to like memorize it. Okay, what was the original one? I'm like, okay, so it was the it didn't include like half the other ones. Okay, we're gonna have to go off the way with like, I'm gonna go with the other one that has a tad bit more, I think, and then we can do like another part 2 or whatever. Okay, so we'll just stick with this. This I think has more, and at least more variety in it at the very least. So well, this is my version. We'll just stick with this. So we're gonna do some modifications. So the highest tier would be, holy shit. This gave me nightmares. This gave me nightmares. A would be like this. Okay, so what will be below an A? Okay, actually no, we'll talk. So I went back to A real quick. So D would be like the they didn't die / still living category. Since they're not dead yet, they are just like whatever lackey thing. Then you have C is basically family friendly death. Well, okay, family friendly death. We'll do that one. Other thing. Oh, hi Lorenzo. Haven't seen you in a while. Oh shoot, I forgot the Smiling Friends finale is like series finales is like today. I don't think I'll be able to watch it. I don't have cable. Someone will be able to like quickly automatically upload it to me onto the Twitter and be like, here it is. But welcome in. Hope you're super well, mate. We were talking about a bunch of stuff and we're just talking about like ending deaths. I'm going some of it. No worries. Plus, I don't want to get copy struck immediately because I'll wait. Trust me, I get half whatever watch time from Twitter, so they'll upload it for me. It's Disney. Yeah, Tarzan is it is a Disney film. Whatever's on here is a Disney film that they made. Ugh, in terms of the thing. So, okay, so they didn't die. So, family friendly. So family friendly death ending. Okay, so family friendly. So they didn't die technically, but well, they died, but their ending was like the most PG-13 at best. Still wholesome. So okay, family friendly has a little cube. So B in terms would be like uh good death. PG-16 middle. Well, no, that's the thing. PG-16 will still be considered like a family friendly at best, even if it was still in that category. So it will still be in that category. Damn. Okay, well, gave me chills. All right. Oh no, I think about often. You know what? I'll put this I think about often. They'll put this in like I think about often. This isn't the death that's like, okay, it's a good death, but it's one of those deaths that are like you think about often, like, how did they mess up so badly? Like it could be good or bad or clever. It's not like a bad death or something like that. I think about. And then finally, oh wait, no, often. Think about often. Often. And then finally you have gives me chills. They're not in the high rank of like this it was terrifying, but they're like, yeah, it's like a really good like a death that like give me like a shivering now and then. Like that's how like dark it is. This is like holy crap. Actually, we'll do one more. We'll go underneath it. Add a row below. And this will be like I don't know / can't remember. There's like a lot of franchises that technically that are here that I do know exist, but I just can't remember in terms of like how they like demise. But that's it. That's our little thingy. So we're gonna do this little thingy and figure it out. Cute Monkey! Hi! We're doing a KO on like the demise of Disney villains endings. Welcome in. How have you been? Hope you're well, mate. Oh, you're out the ad? Oh, I guess. Oh, well, you're out the ad. We're just in time. We're doing a spontaneous like demise ending of like Disney villains because I saw this on my my Twitter. I was like, who has a good end of gruesome? Doing it. I'm doing well. The weather's changed. I'm feeling fantastic, and I'm just having a ding ding good old vibe. But I hope you are well. But yeah, we're gonna do this little thingy, and we're just gonna do it. So, let's going down the list of the characters. So first we have is Pete. Pete technically, okay, this is really hard because Pete doesn't. He's an antagonist at best. He's not really like a villain in some mediums, but I don't know if it's specifically talking about like one because I don't know. what specific ones. So I'll put him in the he doesn't die / living because he's technically in like a lot of other medium Disney projects. He is in like I think Disney Clubhouse and like other things. Yeah, no, they didn't die. He's still alive. He's literally in every other. If anything, he's like an antagonist. He's not a villain. Like, if we're going by like that logic, the one time he would have gotten like a full-on KO would be in the movie of him switching of brains with Mickey. He doesn't die, I don't think, in that. He gets knocked out at best. Okay, so next death. This one is the Queen's death. So the Queen died from the original, from Snow White. The way how her KO ends, we're gonna say KO instead of her ending demise, is after she turns very old, she immediately poisons Snow White. And so by that proxy, she gets almost jumped by small men and a bunch of forest animals. And so her ending demise is that she gets thrown. She tries to make a boulder crush on the dwarves and the animals, but lightning strikes, hitting the little canopy little thingy, and immediately having her fall to her ending with the boulder crashing on top of her. In terms of ending, it was technically a cyber character if he even looks in the mirror. Okay, I mean, if this is supposed to be a different character, then I don't know how the demise ends, but this is just a Disney villain tier list. Oh, the red tier says, holy shit, this gives me nightmares. But this is a villain. This is not really like in terms of like, if anything. If we don't know like a character that well, if I can't physically be like, I don't think they're like dead. And then we put them here. Yeah, so how she ends is she falls to her demise as well as a boulder crush. If anything. So I think, how would you rate this? To me, given the time period of how it's like released, because this was supposed to be a family-friendly film of Snow White. The original book is darker, but Snow White, this was broadcast to kids to watch and being like, when they see this, they're gonna be like, man, that's dark. But if we're gonna compare this to like every other villain's ending demise, this is like the closest I'll say of like a family-friendly, like a friendly family-like demise, if anything else. Because it happened off-screen. Here's the thing, it's an off-screen KO. It didn't physically like, we only saw her fall. So, heck, if anything, she could see, yes, I'm calling this family-friendly. Trust me, there's like some endings here that are like way more darker, and I will stand by it. But this is, in terms of release, this is way more family-friendly. Trust, this is like the most family-friendly ending demise, if anything. Then we have, this is the Huntsman. He's not dead. He still is alive, I guess, assuming. He's not dead, though. Then you have, these are the characters. Okay, so we're now entering the Pinocchio era. This is 1, 2. So we have the fox and his assistant. They're not dead. I don't think they're dead. They didn't die in the book, so they're not dead in the thing. Then you have the puppeteer man, who is also not dead. He didn't die. He still is alive. And the one who, okay, he's not a terrible, he doesn't die, but this guy is like the most terrifying person because he's the most second, third, or realest character, I think, in the thing. If you don't know Pinocchio, there's a section called like Pleasure Island / Boy Island or something, where all the boys and troublemaker kids go, and it was like a more terrifying scene because the kids transform into donkeys, like full-on graphic stuff, and his job is to sell the donkey kids to other people and make profits. It's like it's selling children. He's not dead, but he is technically still alive, so that's even more terrifying when you really think about it. He's still running around, if anything. The whale. And I think the whale's the last thing. I don't think... Did the whale die? I don't think the whale died. Did the whale die in Pinocchio. I don't think it did. Yeah, no, it's not dead. It still is alive. Yeah, so this is all these people are weirdly still alive, and they're like very, very crappy people. This is I don't know if I know this dinosaur well enough. This is I remember this one specifically. This is from Fantasia. He's not dead, he's just asleep. He's not gone, he's around still, technically. So he's just like asleep for like 1,000 billion years or whatever, if I remember correctly. So he is still around. The elephants from Dumbo, I don't think he is gone. No. I don't think the remaster is dead. No. I don't remember the ending from Bambi. I don't remember. I don't know Wolfman. We're getting to like the categories like we don't know deaths. Oh boy. I know these is from the what's that film called? Wide World? No. Zippity? No. Something. I know the name of the film. It was right at Disney, but they're not gone. They're not gone. Same thing with this. This is I think from the giant, not dead. I don't remember though, but they're not. I don't think he is. I don't remember. I don't know who. Okay, no, this one I know. This is the guy from the Headless Horseman, I think. So if I can remember, I do remember watching this one film though. Headless Horseman, Disney. Yeah. It's from The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad, and it stars of It's basically like a story that follows like the main character as he's like traversing around. So technically, the guy I don't think he's dead, but the main character. He's the main guy, but he does kill the main guy. But if we're going by like the actual story of the Headless Horseman, I'm pretty sure. How does he go? Story of the Headless Horseman, because there's like 1,000 things. Is the Legend of Sleepy Hollow. I don't think they do say, but if we're gonna go in terms of like if a character has like a death of their head being chopped off and they're forever living by the fact that they can never like still around. However, apparently in the actual film, Ichabod technically survives, but his head is cut off. I'll put this still in a family friendly because this is still a very off screen. This is very family friendly at the time. Okay, so the evil mother, the evil stepsisters, and the evil cat. It is still family friendly. They didn't technically show it, but still, it's a very dark depiction of like a character. They're all still alive, even after the film. In fact, okay, yeah, even after the film, they're all still alive. At least if we're going like Cinderella 1, 2, and 3, she got better. These two remain like actual like jerks, and they almost try to kill Cinderella. So these are all. She's slightly better than them, but they're not like. Yeah. Anyway, watch the Cinderella sequels. They're like super good. The Red Queen of Hearts. She doesn't die. She still is alive, if anything. Captain Hook. He's also still around. He's also still around. I'm pretty sure. I mean, at the end, technically, I mean, in the original, he was like ran off into the sunset, but he's still alive in like the sequel and in like the Jake and the Neverland Pirates. He is still around. Anyway, we gotta pause. Captain Hook is like an actual terrifying villain without the whole flannerization, because he is very scary when you really think about it. He is terrifying in a way. Yeah. Okay, well, to be fair, the Red Queen of Hearts is not even supposed to be alive. She's just an imaginary, like, person. So that's the reason why she's, like, in the category. So she's just an imagination. These are from, I think, Lady and the Tramp, but I don't think they died. I'm pretty sure they're not dead. I think they just got, like, kicked out. Captain Hook had it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think they did bathrooms. They were pirates. They just raw dogged it. Anything. Okay. Okay, I think this is the rat that was the bird from the Maleficent, no, Sleeping Beauty. Yes. So I don't remember if they died. I'm pretty sure they did die. So I'll put this in family friendly. Maleficent's death's very interesting. So if I remember correctly, she transformed into a dragon. Via that dragon, she got stabbed via the prince. In terms of like, it's I think about often. Okay, here's the thing. Who randomly on the day would think like, yes, this is, you know what? I'll put this in the actual I think about often. Because I think it was the only time in the times of Disney that they actually, no, she got stabbed and then like downhill, falls off a cliff in Disney. But I'll put this in I think about often solely because, and this is if I remember correctly, there is an actual hinting of blood. Like actual, like not like green stuff, not like magic whatever pouring out, like actual like red blood on her. So that's like the only power move I'll get in terms of like the darkness. Yeah. It was actually I think it was. So I technically would put in family friendly, but I'll put in a think about often because that is kind of metal for them. Cruella de Vil and like their assistants, they're not dead. Even in the TV series, even in the sequel and in the TV series and in the reboot of the TV series, they're still around. They're still around. They're still around. And yeah, they didn't die. Okay, so these are all from the Lost Stone. Wait, the magic sword, the sword in the stone. I don't think she died. Hold on, let me actually check this. The sword in the stone. Which I actually don't know her. Wait, Madam Mim. I remember the film. I just didn't remember her name because she had like a song that was like I'm supposed to be the nat. I can't play it, but she was she was fun. Okay? I don't think she did. Did Madam Mim died? I don't think. No. She did not. She's not dead. Okay, so according to the thing, she just got like an illness, and that's her ending demise. In terms of like, if anything. However, there was an alternate path. So the film, she just got a cold. In the actual book, she does get KO'd. She does get killed from the book. So we'll put this in the family. Do we count alternatives? That's what I'm thinking. Technically, we can. You know what? We'll count alternatives. But we'll still take into account the Disney interpretation. Since this is, in a way, like, kind of be a child-friendly, we'll put this in the family-friendly because technically she did die. Oh. What was the question? The dude right after the snake. Is he from that one movie with the kittens? The dude after the... Yeah. The aristocrat. He doesn't die, technically. He's just, I think, kicked out the family. But he's not dead. But, yeah. Yeah, don't worry. We're going to, trust me, like 1,000 more to go through. Half of these we're barely scratching the surface of villains. But we'll put Madam Mim in here in the family-friendly. Since she couldn't, she didn't die, but in the movie, but she did die. In the book, we'll just put the alternation of, her actual thing as, a family-friendly at best. Since it technically was. These two are the brothers, and that's the father of Arthur, and this is the brother, I think John, but they didn't die. They were just bullies at best. Actually, no. You know what? We're making another category that's just bullies at best. we're putting it below because there are legit just bullies at best in terms of characters. Half of these didn't die. They're just a bully. So we're gonna put a bully at best. Bully at best. There we go. So we'll put a bully at best. They're a bully at best. So we might have to we're gonna bring you up. A bully at best. So we're gonna have to quickly, I guess, change the coloring thing since apparently this is like gonna tip me off. Okay, so you will be that, and then you will be light, and then you will be the dark. You'll be the actual blue. Okay, so there's a lot of bullies technically that are still alive. So if I remember correctly, we're gonna have to like separate half of these people. So P will be the bully. They're still they're like I think more beyond. They're like criminals at best. You're like the demon. They're bullies at best. They didn't die, but still a bully. No, a bully. Well, no, bully at best. She was a bully technically at best. No, 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 no. These two would be like a bully at best. All right. Yeah, there's like we had to do like some quickly adjustments. So yeah, these are all, but we'll change over the course. But this is like we got content so far. Okay, so we have now we're entering the Jungle Book territory of Shere Khan and Ka. Shere Khan didn't die, if I remember correctly. If anything, he just went away. Yeah, technically his Disney defeat was having a tree branch tied with fire onto him and him just like running away in the distance. So he is still, if anything, he's a bully at best because he's just a dick. He's just a dick at best. Kronk's Nova. Don't worry, we're gonna get into the other characters. I know you have your favorites. We're just doing them in the orders. And Shere Khan, he's not really. Okay, is Shere Khan technically a villain? He's not really a villain. He's not evil. He's just like creepy. Or no, he's like no, not creepy. Well, no, he is that. He's very what's the name? Stupid. I think the worst part about don't worry, Monkey, we'll get to Crunk or get to the other characters. We're just going in the order. But I think this character has done irreversible damage to like I feel like this character has done so much things in terms of like a lot of communities because every time there's like some hypnosis type beat, this fucker is always here. Like he gave away that hypnotism like thing. I'm not the only one who thinks that, right? Like if you look at like hypnotism or something, or like there's like a community base of that, this guy is always there with every character, and it's just like, bro, cook the snake. He's not a bad guy. He's just stupid at best, but he is still alive. So that's that. I can't remember his name, but he's from the Aristocats. He's not dead. He's still around, I think. This is King Leo from the Robin Hood, the furry version, I think. Let me actually type in his name. I don't remember his name, but Robin Hood, his name I think is King. What was his face? Prince. Oh, Prince, not King. It's Prince. It's Prince John. I don't think he's dead. No, yeah. So he's not gone. He's just defeated. And even in the film, he's just a bully also at best. He's just a bully with powers. So that's his whole like spiel. He sucks on like a thumb. He doesn't know how to like be a proper like king. Same thing with these two. They're both like, I mean, they're not a bully, but still, they're technically like not. Well, no. Here's the thing. He's in power. He's a king, so he should know what he's doing. So obviously, they're both in the bully category. And they're still living. They're just rotting away in jail in terms of defeat. And same thing with this guy. I think he's also just like in the thing. All right, we're Rescuers Down Under category, I think. So this is Rescuers Down Under. They're not. This is not. These two, I don't know their names, but I do know they're not gone. That's my little thing. So. You're going in they're still around category. I think this one's also still around if I remember. I don't know this one. I've seen this guy. I know his face, but I just don't know. This is gonna eat me out me forever. Hold on. Disney villain. Red face? I don't know. Red face cube. I actually don't know this guy. I'm gonna save this image. Hold on. We're gonna do a little. I'm gonna do a little saving something. I know this face. I've seen this before. I just physically just don't remember where it came from. So we're gonna put you in the I can't remember. I'm gonna come back next time. I'll be like, oh, this dude. Okay, next we're entering The Dark Cauldron. Okay, so The Dark Cauldron was a film that was like considered to be the worst Disney film by Disney itself. If I remember correctly. Hold on. I gotta check just in case their information of if it's correct. Because the problem with yeah, it was one of those films that were like very bad. Oh no, did it drop like quality? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that's not good. Hold on. I think it's because of was it too much? Oh no, it's getting better. Okay. I think I had to like, I guess when I saved the thing, I just like took over a ton of stuff. Okay, so the Black Cauldron. This is from a film, the Black Cauldron, which is Disney's darkest film. Darkest film. Trust me, there's more. But at the time, there was more, and I can't remember. I think the way he ended was Dark Cauldron. The Dark Cauldron. Oh, the Black Cauldron, not the Dark Cauldron. Darkest, yeah. At the time, trust me, there's another film that takes over that immediately. But given the time, it was a very dark film for 1985 at best. So this is when they were like in their experimental age. So let me see if I can find the villain. So the Horned King. The Horned King. So I think with his spiel, I think he was able to like summon the conjures of like the death and like the spirits. So he was metal. So this man was like super sick, if anything. Let me see if there's like a thing how he ended his life was ended. I'm trying to see death. Okay, how did he? Okay. Demise only current the cauldron is okay in the cauldron. So basically it just this is a very interesting. As the cauldron powers fails, it sucks in the Horned King in, stripping away his skin and the flesh in a violent magical sequence before he fully disintegrates. Let me see. I'm scared to like play this or find it because I don't think it'll show it. But oh, okay, I can kind of see it. All right, I see the thing. You know what? Given the timing of this will be in that's chills. This is a chills category. Given and I can't play it obviously for like like DSEA, but like this is the chills death. And no, this is the film that's like compared to other Disney stuff is at the time very, very, very dark. So this is 1885. So this was them experimenting and just going crazy ham with it. So they had no knowledge of any of this. I don't know. Okay, The Great Mouse Detective. Oh yeah, I remember. So basically, this is I think something Fortescue Mouse. I don't remember his name. This is basically Sherlock Holmes but with mouse. And basically the villain of the film, I think Lord Redicus something? I can't remember. I can't remember his name. What was the villain? What was the villain's names? Villain, hold on. I'm going on like my phone to check. Professor Ratigan. So he is supposed to be a mouse, but his problem is he's technically a rat, and rats are the things to not like. And so he kills people who calls him a rat to his cat, and that's how he takes them off. And so if I remember correctly, he falls off Great Big Ben's tower. If my memory serves me right, he falls off like Big Ben's tower to his like into the clockwork. So I don't know if it's outside it or in it. I will say it is a very. I do it does give me kind of a chillisness vibe because when you do watch the sequence and you have to like watch it, he basically was like, you could see his like whole transformation from him trying so hard to be like an actual a mouse, because that's his thing. He wants to be shown a mouse, but you can see his transformation becoming like this deranged, insane like rat, and slowly. So I remember seeing like so much of this like it does give me a chilliness. So it's so good. I'm trying to see how. So okay, so he hits so he does fall to his own demise, and obviously Sherlock Mouse survives. But yeah, okay, so we're gonna put this in the I think about often. This is a very good I think about often death because it's metal. When it's oh no worries, we just put in like oh Professor Radicus and like I think about often. I remember this death. This death is a chills. This is from Oliver's and Company. I can't remember his name because it's been like a while, but how his demise, it's basically actually him and the dogs. They're both in the same movie, and there's a reason why. When it comes to this is from Oliver's and Companies. If you know, you know. There's a section where they were running on the subway train, and then immediately they were coming across the train. So the dogs end up going KO'd because of the shock from the electric carts. Then he gets KO'd because of the car. Like, there's an image of him full facing towards the actual, like, oh, I think the music stopped. Hold on, give me a minute. Hold on. I don't wanna... There's like he has him like going full face towards the train and immediately getting like Kato, and you can see the smokes and stuff. That's like the terrifying bit. Like, do you see the aftermath effect of the train killing him? Which is so it's so cool. They're both a chills because it's like a wombo combo like right after. So I love it. I love it. Ursula's okay. Now we're slowly getting to like the category of like we're slowly knowing villains. We're slowly in the knowing category. So Ursula's ending. I don't know if the eels are dead, but I think they are gone. But I don't remember how they died. So we're gonna put them in here. Ursula's ending demise is basically she transforms into a giant sea kraken, and after being a sea kraken, Prince Eric, that's his name, gets go with a ship, stabs directly into Ursula's like chest. And the thing is, yeah, that's his name. Prince Eric is like the one who actually is the I know he has a name. He's not just called Prince Charming. They had to give him like a personality or like a name, you guys. Not much, but a personality. But Ursula's like death was I think about a lot more often because she transforms and you can see like it was pierced. You can physically see her pierced into her. It's a chills death. It gets me good. I love it a lot. It's such a good death. It's not like it'll give me chills or nightmares, but it's such a good way to KO her. And I love Ursula. I love her like a lot as a villain. Alright, I don't know this villain. I feel like I'm familiar, but I just can't remember. Same thing with this one. This one, Gaston's. Alright, now we're in the Sleeping Beauty section. So, Sleeping Beauty. I will put Gaston's death. It's like okay, Gaston is like a character who's like who every Chad wants to be and fails trying to be and ends up becoming. Everyone hates Gaston. If you're shout out to my ladies, you know Gaston. If you met a person like this who is every bit of like toxic masculinity, this is him personified. But he technically did die in Beauty and the Beast. I know, which is crazy. You might think in the ending he does fall, and you might think to yourself, oh, well, shouldn't he fall from that high cliff technically in the water? Incorrect. Because oh so little, oh, thanks for the hydrate and also for the posture. info. Yeah, technically Gaston falls. And people assumed, well, at the time, was like, oh, Gaston's probably alive. Incorrect. Disney was able to hide a sneaky little something in Gaston's eyes. B-A-U, Beauty and the Beast. They had a little sneaky little something in his eyes, in his way. So you can clearly see there's a little crossbow in his skull. So it was a little obvious hint to confirm the fact that yes, he did in fact die from that height. He didn't survive the water. He is gone. And I think about that a lot because it's just like his ending is dumb. But it's the way they were able to like sneakily confirm, like, yeah, he's just gone. They want you to know. So he is just a KO. And I love that so often. And I think his guy, is still living. I'm pretty sure. I don't think he really did, like, KO'd. If anything, I think he went back to the village and it was just, like, normally, yeah. And Jafar. So Jafar didn't really... Okay, Jafar technically didn't die. Even in the sequel, he didn't KO'd. He's just a genie at best. He's not Khan. He's still around. So he still is alive. So... Yeah. Because, so he's not... You can't kill him, that's the thing. So he still is around. You just can't KO him. Let me curse. Yeah, but we're going off with, like, their demises. So he is still around. He got, like, eaten or a cave or something. I don't think he did. He didn't. He still is around. He's just straight up, like, a genie at best. Oogie Boogie from Night Before Christmas. I'll put this in chills. I think his demise is ending me gives me chills. It's a very chills death to me. Because of how... Oogie Boogie from The Night Before Christmas. Rip and Pete, the voice actor. His demise was very interesting. So his whole character is he's supposed to be like the nightmare. Like, you know how like I think kids were like there's like the Oogie Boogie in general terms, whatever. But his whole spiel is like he tried to in the movie get rid of Santa and Sally Mae permanently, and also Jack Skellington. And how his demise is he is mainly made of cloth, and he's been eating nothing but bugs. And so a tattered piece of line from his clothing ripped off from him and slowly unwound it to revealing that he was just a personification of just bugs. And so you can see the animation of all the bugs falling into the pool of lava and everyone looking into horror, and the final bug that had, like, I guess, whatever consciousness of Oogie Boogie is stepped on by Santa Claus. And yeah, that gives me chills sometimes, because it's a really gory way to, like, show its demise, and it's very disgusting. So that's a chills. It's a chills. Not nightmares, but chills. At best. I don't know who this villain is. Scars. Okay. So Scar's demise. How did Scar himself was the one to go off the end? I think, okay. It's not nightmares. It is Scar's family friendly. Yeah. I mean, is it really? It's between family friendly or think about it often. Because the way he ended was technically good. Because he gotten, like, after the ending of portraying the hyenas and the Proudlands, he gets, like, shunned away from, like, the people and gets eaten by the hyenas. And you can clearly see in the background him being eaten. Any of these movies in forever. Oh, don't worry. I watched, like, a lot of these, and I have, like, a mind that, like, loves watching trivia stuff, so don't worry. Watch the films, obviously, if you want to get used to it. But I think his demise is creepy. And how it waved. However, I think it's family friendly at best. But getting my high is kind of a thing, because that's the thing. There's no we don't see the body. We can only assume they ate, like, assuming bones. And the only technical corpse of his Scar is when it was in Hercules. So that was it. He's not gone, but there, so we'll just put him in like family friendly. I still like his demise. It was just not enough to be like, I wanted something more. There should have been more. Yeah. He was in Hercules. As like a throwaway rug or something. Or like those like throwaway on shelf things. Yeah, he's on Heracles. You mean Hercules. This dude, he's not dead. He is still alive. He's not dead. At best. This man is still alive. He's not gone. He's not a pilgrim. From Pocahontas. I don't remember his name, but he is that. His whole goal is basically based off the actual story of Pocahontas, which is not really the actual story of Pocahontas, because the Disney version of Pocahontas really did not really incorporate the best of what Pocahontas is. It's not a good movie, but it's a good movie. But it's not a good movie. He didn't die, so he's just there in that category. Sid. Okay, Sid's not even dead. He's a bully. In fact, he's just a kid. Why is he with the bully? If anything, put Woody up here. But Sid's not dead. He's a bully at best, and he still is alive technically to this day, because as a garbage man, not a doctor or whatever. Lord Frodo. Ooh, I like this. I like his demise. I love The Hunchback of Notre Dame so much. It's such a good film. Okay, so let me explain. Hunchback of Notre Dame is a good film. I don't care what anyone says. It's such a good film. How to get okay, so it was towards the end game to where it was when I can't remember his name. Quasimodo and Esmeralda were basically like fighting their lives in the church house. And immediately afterwards, they were Frodo kept trying to catch up. If you don't get the whole theming, it's dark. This is at the time their darkest film, apparently, according to Disney, I guess, but whatever. Frodo's demise was he basically slipped on one of those like gargoyles. The gargoyle comes to life and then burns him into the fire, which was surrounding the church, which was filled with lava. Now, here's the thing. It's the thing that Frodo says before his demise. He was like, I'm going, and thy shall smite the wicked into thy fiery pit. And then basically, the wicked is him, because he slowly is glowing over the course of the film. The whole thing with the movie is based off of the religion and like holiness and purity and like things. I can't at the time Romania's, because I can't say the actual like wording because I think it's like a offensive. So yeah, but at the time they were very like the purity and things like that and like lustful and blah blah blah. It's a good film, watch it. But his demise, it gives me like, I think about it often because it's such like a good like, it fits with the story so well thematically. It's just it's perfect. It's such a good. Next we have Hades. So Hades, I don't think he's dead, or at least in terms of the story. Let me actually. I don't think he did die. In terms of, is Hades dead in Hercules? Yeah, I was about to say he's not taken away by the souls. Yeah, I was about to say they're still alive. He was technically just taken away, but I can't really put him in like, he's a bully, but he's immortal. That's the thing, and so he's not dead. He's just like living in torment with like the souls he already damned before. So yeah. Oh yeah, you're proud. Good job, monkey. So we'll put him in like the didn't die but still living, but he's not really, dead ish. So yeah. The teacher from the recess, they're not dead. They're just a teacher. They're not antagonists. The huntsman from Mulan. What? Yeah, this is from a TV series. It's not from a movie. This is from a TV. She's an antagonist at. You know what? We'll put her in the bully. She's a bully at best because in the kid's perspective, if you watch Recess, the show, it's good. The huntsman, I think his demise is, we'll put family friendly, because his only demise is basically just explosions via fireworks, and that's kind of a pretty cool way to go out. I mean, it's PG at best, so it's not really like best, but it still is a kind of good way to go. unironically, I like his demise. Okay, we're almost kind of done with this little thingy. I mean, we don't have a lot more, but next we have the grasshoppers from A Bug's Life. So he died. So yeah, his death was pretty cool. I think I'll put in Give Me Chills. I swear, we're gonna get to a point, we're gonna get to like Nightmare Fuel, and I'll let y'all know when the Nightmare Fuel hits like crazy, I assure you. In terms of like, it's a chills death. If you know the story of how The Bug's Life and how it ends, he basically gets eaten by a bird. Now that's not the terrifying part. This is the perspective of like bugs. So to us, this is a normal thing. To them, this is like a monster of like a thing. Imagine kaiju or like God coming down, picking you up, and then dragging you over to like the angels to feed. And so basically, you're just being eaten alive. So he was still alive. So it is a very gruesome way to go about in a movie filled with like standing up for your rights against like against like your rights and things. Very prompt to this day, ironically. Big Al. Big Al's not a bad guy. He's just like a normal dude. I don't know why he's considered like he's not an antagonist. He's antagonistic at best, but he's not like that heavy. Him and Sid are literally just he's just a normal dude who just wants to make money. That's it. I mean, the only antagonistic thing, he just got Woody and stole him, but that's not it. Pete, however, didn't also die, so he's also he's not a bully, but he's not like, he still is alive. His whole he still is alive in torment forever now, being a girl's toy. So I don't know what Pete's doing, so yeah. Zurg, I don't think they're gonna show. Okay, this is the Zurg from the Toy Story 2, not the Zurg from the Buzz Lightyear's, different Zurg. So we're in don't worry. And I don't think, okay, he didn't die in the game or in the movie in the Toy Story 2, not the Lightyear's. So we'll put him in like, they didn't die. And at best, he's a video game character. And at the end, his own thing, he just plays with like, didn't he say it was dad something? Yeah, technically, but this is Toy Story's 2 Buzz. This is not the actual. He is there. Where is he? I just saw him somewhere. Where is he? I saw him like for like yeah, he technically is here, but this is like a different version. We're going off of like the movie order. We're not technically going on like connecting candidacies to that. So in the film, not in the thing. So yeah, so his demise was just, he's living with another toy version of Buzz, and they're just living like a father-son thing, and that's it. Mr. Clayton and the Jaguar. Now we're entering the category of the freaking Jungle Book, and I have to say, let's go to top. They're going to go to nightmares. Do I have to explain it and why? Tarzan is a good film. Phil Collins is a good film. It's such a banger, and I do love Jane a lot, but the death is like, I'm pretty sure his entire villainous is very terrifying because he is just a man. Oh, you really want me? Okay, so Clayton's in the movie Tarzan is basically raised by, apes. He can speak to apes. He's the only man in the apes world, and his father doesn't like him. Clayton is a hunter who is supposed to be a researcher for silverback gorillas, but is just hunting them for prize. He's one of those poachers to hunt the rareness. And the problem is the fact that he tries to trick Tarzan and Jane and everyone to try and kill the rest of them for quick money in the Grand UK, and that's bad. And so he tries the best to kill Tarzan and everything. And so he slowly kind of like gets enraged and immediately he gets hung. He gets hung from his actual thing. In fact, let me find the actual thing. Let's go to the actual thing. So Tarzan, Clayton's death. That's the first thing that like Coda shows. That's kind of ironic. This is the thing that's showed in this film. They showed this. And the thing is, they have the actual, if I play the soul scene, you'll see, but they physically show the actual shadow of him having the device in everything. Oh, they have like a gift. Who would gift this? Oh my god. And it's such a metal way to go out because you can clearly see, you don't have to see the body, but you see it. And it's like, like a lot of like in gifts. So yeah, and the Jaguar. I mean, the Jaguar technically was not like much since it was like a more family-friendly death at best, but still, I think it's more scary because he technically is like a normal guy, just like the Frodo. They're normal dudes, but they go out in like terrifying ways. I don't. Who is this dude? I can't tell for the life of me who that is. Actually, I don't know what that is. Where to put him? I don't know. I don't know also who that is. The dinosaurs. I don't I don't know how they died. I don't God dang it, we're going to like the category. So they're not dead. This dude from the Goofy movie, too, an extremely goofy movie, he's not even dead. He's a villain at best. Or he's a bully at best. It's upper crust, actually. Oh yeah, his name is fucking upper crust. He's like, hi, oh, you're upper crust. Like, that's upper crust to you. I think like that. That's how he like talks. If anything, so she did. Oh, he's still like a bully. Yzma is not even dead. So she will probably be like a bully. So, yeah. Yeah, she's an antagonist. This is technically like a villain's tier list. And half of these characters at best are like, antagonistic, so not a villain. So Yzma is like a bully. Kronk is not like dead, so he will be in the. They didn't die, still living. Technically, she didn't die, but she is still a bad guy. So yeah, but we will have to put Kronk in a bully. He's not a villain. He's an antagonistic. There's a difference. He's antagonistic force, but so we'll put him in the. He technically isn't. We'll put him in the antagonistic role thing. He just needed a job. Yeah, still. Trust me. You'd be surprised. He's a good character. Just because he's a good character doesn't mean he can be a foil to the main character. No matter what. So he is still underneath the category, at least, a villain, because he still technically worked with Yzma, but he's not individually a villain. He's an antagonistical role at best. So, yeah. These two are from Treasure Planet. I just don't remember, or Atlanta, I think. I just don't remember it fully, how they devised, so we're just gonna put them here. And Randall is not dead, also. He is, like, a bully at best. And Waternoose is not dead. He's just in jail. So, yeah? Yeah, he's just stuck in Florida. The zoo's just in jail. These two. It's Shigo and Dr. what's his face? I can't remember. Dr. Drake. Yeah, these two are just bullies. Yeah, we're gonna put Shiego. No, Shigo. It's always Shigo. It doesn't matter what anyone says, it's Shigo. Or Shiego. Anyway, we're gonna talk to Drac up here. My favorite line from it was like, all you do is complain. Look, if life doesn't give you lemons, I'll complain about the lemons. But, okay, so we're gonna change it to be like bully at best / still alive. So, because we don't want to symbolize that they're like dead. I just realized they're not dead. They're still alive. So yeah, we're gonna have they're still in the live category. Just in case. What's next? Ooh, the villains from Lilo and Stitch. Oh, enjoy watching Smiling Friends. Hope it's good. We'll just be finishing up the thingy. Ooh, okay. So they're still alive, technically. They're still alive, but he's not. We'll put the best villain in Lilo and Stitch here. They're both still technically around. He's just a bully at best, but he's not gone. Oh, this is from Treasure Planet. I just don't remember how he demised himself. I actually don't remember. I've never seen it. Grace to Sandro, most of them are still alive bullies. Well, okay, let me do my— hold off, my god, you guys really are just into the thing. God damn. We still go through my memory trip playing Chicken Trill Bro. Kanani. I do love Kanani though. Oh, okay, so the Brother Bear is an underrated film at best, and I feel like everyone should watch it, which has the same music from Phil Collins. Give it me into my heart, in it me in my heart. Oh wait, no. What was it? I can't remember. It's like there's like 1,000 songs from that guy. Brother Bear is really good. I highly recommend it. 10 out of 10. Would recommend it. Then we have Darla. Darla is also like a bully at best, but she's just a child. If anything, she's just a kid. Like, if anything, she's not even like— she's not evil as like Sid. She doesn't know anything. I think she's like younger than him, right? That's a child. They're both children. He's just aware what he's doing. She kind of does not ish. And Bruce is not even a villain. He is still alive. I mean, technically in the beginning he kind of was, but he's not a villain. He's just a dude. Syndrome. Alright, y'all really want this, since we're getting to the villains that matter more to y'alls. Syndrome. So, if you— The Incredibles, an amazing film, really good memes, the best adult topic film that's disguised as an animation show, movie for kids, and having a third one coming out super soon. Where will we put his— Syndrome's demise is a very interesting one. His name coming from an ego-ness from wanting to be like someone, and demise by being the way, by the thing that all heroes should not wear, which are capes. I'll be honest, so like I think about— I think Syndrome's way how he demise is basically— it's a think about often kind. Okay, about Syndrome. I just like that I could put down his name. He's a cool villain. His whole spiel is the fact that his whole demise is the one thing doomed by what he cared about, which are capes. Because almost all the hero, like, he wanted to be a hero so badly and end up dying by the way majority heroes end up with, a darn piece of cloth. And the way he demise is kind of metal too. Kind of depressing because you can see his like downward spiral, just him wanting to idolize his person and just getting rejected, and then taking that rejection to heart and deciding, okay, they said no, I'm just gonna destroy every other hero ever until I'm the only one, which is psychotic. Cannoli, man. Let's see. Now we have— these are the two villains from Tarzan 2. They don't die. I don't think they're gone. They're just still— they're bullies at best. They're bullies at best, if I remember correctly. Ooh, Home on the Range! Yes, I love that film! I love Home on the Range. Okay, this is a very underrated film. So if I remember Home on the Range, he doesn't KO, he's just in jail. So we're putting him in like the they didn't die, still around. I think the sheriff one, I don't think he died. I just don't remember, if anything. Yeah, in jail. Yeah, I think this one was in jail, if I think. Okay. Okay, now we're slowly entering the realm. Gone are the 3D, we're out of the 3D zone, and we're entering the we're out of the 2D zone and entering the 3D zone of Disney stuff and animation shows, but still, in my device. So, Crash Bandicoot lookalike. Don't worry, we'll get to it. Foist. We're Chicken Little. Technically, these are the so we have two villains and one villain and a bully. Actually, no. So we have first the creepy robot thingies. I don't think they're not gone, but at best they were just looking for a kid, so we'll put them in that they didn't die. But Foxy is a bully, like straight up. She's like a straight up bully. I don't like her, like at all, in the slightest. I don't care. Chick Hicks is also a bully. Like, another bully at best. If anything. Axolotl J! Hi! Hello, welcome in. We're doing tier list of Disney demise and KOs. Welcome to the Toonverse. Hope you enjoy your stay. I'm very much passionate about animation movies, so hope. How are you doing so far, mate? Welcome into the vibes. If you don't know, I'm the Fire Kitsune on Channel 24, and we do sometimes nostalgic fun things and dumb things. Today, we're just talking about Disney deaths and then the demise. So you can, if you want to join in, cool. If not, then you can just vibes. We're halfway, almost done, and we have the list from "They Gave Me Nightmares." You look like a PJ Mask OC. Oh my god, you know that. Holy shit! Oh my god, I do see it. I wasn't even expect. Well, call me. Well, god dang it. That's awesome. I don't even watch the show, man. That's been forever. Oh, that's funny. Jay, I like that. Oh, like, I don't know. Do it. Do what? I don't know PJ Masks. I don't remember the show. I don't know what they do. Do they say like a saying or something? I know like a bit of the show. I don't know anything. But I weirdly, man, this really just shows I gotta change my character like soon, man. This is ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous, man. You seem more like a villain or a vigilante. Ooh, I'll take vigilante. Ooh, I'll take a vigilante. I like being a vigilante. That seems better. I don't like being a villain. Villains are hard to be. I want to be like, what if I'm an anti-like hero? What if I'm like, I'm my own path. I do my own thing. I can't really. I say a vigilante catchphrase. What would be? I don't know vigilante. Okay, what would shoot? What would my vigilante slogan be if I was a vigilante? I was like, look, I mean, well, thanks for tuning in, but it's time for me to like tune yous out. I have freaking no idea. You work well with Night Ninja, like Armadillo? I don't. Ooh, I didn't know. I never watched. My lore of the PJ Masks is a very limited one. I know the show. I just. I mean, whatever you sees fits. Oh my god. Next, I don't know who this character is. Sorry to put you there. Dr. Doofenshmirtz. He's not dead. He's not dead. He's just alive at best. Do we put him in a bully at best? He's like a bully. That's not the no. It's not the dragon. That's not the dragon. This is not the dragon from Shrek. This is Disney's. The dragon's DreamWorks. This is a creature I don't think I've actually seen, and I don't know where this came from. Yeah, no worries. I thought it was, but it's not. It's not. Okay, well, yeah, well, he's not. I mean, logically, they're not dead. They're just, well, they're not dead. Yeah. So, the chef from Pixar, we're slowly entering the Pixar era of films. So he is not dead. If anything, I'll put him in a bully at best, because he was kind of a bully, if anything. Okay, so the bowler hat guy is he's technically a bad guy and a villain, but his whole reason stemmed from the fact he was a bully from a young age. If logically, okay, if anything, Doris would be the villain, and I don't like her demise anyways. It's like a very crappy way to go. Arnold's based on that became a hero lit. Arnold is base vigilante that then became a hero later. His name is Dylan. Oh, I didn't know. His name is Armadillo. Aww, that's cute. That's a cool name. Maybe I should watch PJ Mask if I have cable. I don't think I have cable. But can we count the scrap ending? The scrap. Okay, hold on. We gotta well. gotta check it out just in case. Okay, let me check this out. Scrap ending of Mr. Robinson villain. Because I do remember how. Let me see. Da 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 da. Okay, we're trying to find the original ending to this. I don't think it's showing up. Alright, it looks like... Okay, I was given a link. Okay, well, no. Alright. If we're gonna count the original ending, he's not dead still. It doesn't matter. He still is a bully at best. His whole entire premise is a bully, and he still is alive. If we put Doris in a category in how her demise was, it will be family friendly. It's family friendly, if anything. But this is focusing on him specifically. He's a bully at best, but he still is alive. So that's what we got. Next we have, I think this is the villain from the Tangled series. I don't know if they're dead or not, so we're gonna put you there. This is the bad. Okay, this is hard. This is a fictional bad guy. This is a fictional bad guy in a fictional movie in this fictional universe of the movie. He's not dead. I don't think he ever does. I'm pretty sure in the video game he probably was a demise, but I just don't think he is like gone. So, and he does not really have like. No, that's the thing. The thing is, it focuses more on Bolts. This is from Bolts. He's not dead. He's just a character at best. He's a character at best from the film, but he's not. There's not, I don't think, an instance of his demise, unless we count video game. But I don't remember how he gets as a bully. He's not a bully. He technically, this character is a villain, but we just don't. He doesn't die. You know what? We'll put him in the didn't die / they're probably still living. He fell off the plane. They fell off the plane. Hold on, let me check this on my phone real quick. Villain from Bolt. Dr. Calco! His name is Dr. Cal- Oh, right! Because of the cats! Okay. Let me check. Does he actually die of anything? Is the main time in the film? There's no... Yeah, there is no technical death. He's not really dead. If anything, the actual bad guy would be... What's his... I don't think he's on here. He's not on here, but the camera dude. So we're not counting him as, like, a death. He's technically a fictional movie villain. Next, the Vivian. She's a bully. So, she's a... What do you expect? What's it? Yeah, him. I love him. Wall. No. He's from Wall-E. I like him. I think about him I think about this guy a lot. I can't remember his name, but he's a cool... He's not family friendly. Yeah, it's family friendly. He technically... Well, in terms of... Okay, so there's two ways. I like how it's not a very gruesome way to end a character. Here's the thing. He's not gone. He can't always come back. He's like an AI automatic like thinking system. But he is still, you know, like always present. It's because his whole theming's off. So can your mask come off? Oh, don't worry. You can ask more of those questions when we make a Q&A. I'm gonna make a poll super soon, or a poll. I'm gonna make a Q&A form super soon, so you can ask all of them sweet questions super soon. I think next stream, maybe tomorrow. I don't know if I stream that day, but yeah. So we're gonna put that on here as well, and we'll just he's like I think about often. He's not dead, but he's a cool villain.
Did you know that?
Oh, random Toonie facts. Oh, okay. Oh, let's see if we can do a villain Toonie fact, if anything. I mean, I already gave like a shit ton. Let's see. If we're on Disney deaths, then... Oh, okay. So there's a popular theory regarding with Captain Hook as the reason why he has a hatred towards Peter Pan. And the theory is the stemming from Captain Hook was originally one of the Lost Boys from Peter Pan's, but he grew up. And so he ends up wanting to rescue the other Lost Boys from Peter because Peter technically is the villain of the entire Peter Pan original story franchise because he's a bad guy at best in those original story concepts because he really did technically like kill the Lost Boys once they got old. Somewhat unsung. Yeah, he's the unsung hero at best. So, yeah. I read the books. Well, yeah, now you know. And anyone who, but there's probably who don't know that, but yeah. But that I guess is that. But that's like a popular theory. It isn't confirmed, but it still is that. Charles Mutz. Okay. I'll put him in the. Oh, thanks for the hydrate. We put him in the posture check. Let me hold on. Thank you. I was actually shipping myself. I'll put him in the chills. It's the chills. It's the psychoticness of a man going downhill because he's like an old fart. The thing is, like, with Up, it's supposed to be the most, like, it's a movie talk about the deals of loss and love and everything and all that stuff. And the problem is the fact that, like, he has so held on to the past so long that he became this, not only a jaded man, like our main guy, but a jaded man who won't give up and who's, like psychotic enough to like kill anyone who thinks is taking over his plans, even though they clearly are not taking over plans. And I like it's the way that it's how his demise to me, because he only got like a few balloons and he's just falling to the end. No one's gonna find him in the paradise fall. Nothing. And it's such a cool way to go out. Oh, I think the music stopped. Hold on, let me quickly check just in case. Yeah, I did. Okay. So I like his ending. I love Up in general. Let's see. Next we have, okay, the dogs. So technically it's specifically this dog, but he is antagonistic, but they're not, they're a bully at best, but they are still alive. But I have a soft spot for Dobies, so that's like to me, because and I have a soft spot for Dobies. The Mice is like, yeah, a good way to be out in fans, but in your shoes and oh yeah, oh nah. And that now no people already thought Charles Muntz was dead. So when they actually confirmed him, he actually now for real gone. That's gonna be a terrifying way to to show like, oh man, he was gone. If anything, so it's terrifying. Dr. Ferrari, up there, get him to the nightmares. It terrified when I first saw Princess and the Frog. That ending of his demise gets me. Princess and the Frog is a goated film, obviously. I stand by this. It's how his demise to me is very like in the ending. It's when his promise was to the underground or the underworld was like he will give them all the souls of New Orleans and things during Mardi Gras. He fails on that. And so the underworld's like, all right, you failed your due. We're going to collect your soul. And it's how his ending is basically he doesn't die. His soul shadow gets dragged to hell. But his basically is like, it's the ending of his forever frozen face stuck on like a tombstone. It just gives me chills. All the souls in New Orleans. Yeah, it was all of New Orleans. It was so cool. You know, Marcus, like, yeah. I would just watch. I watched it, and it gave me nightmares in terms of like the demise. And I loved it so much. I love Ferrari, man. Like, I really love Ferrari. He's like, good villain, good death. Ooh, so good, so good. We're almost done. The bad guys. Okay, so these two are not dead, but they are just still in jail. So they're at least still alive. Mother Gothel's ending. Haha. Ooh. It's a chills thing. They gave me a chills. Mother Gothel's a villain who I love, just like Dr. Actually, no, we're putting Dr. Ferrari in the same category as the chills. They both technically give me chills in the way they go out. But Mother Gothel's in a way because of, like, her entire life, she tries to stay young and beautiful and pretty. And the minute the hair, that power is gone, you can see her rapid aging and falling out the window. Mind you, by Pascal. No, she didn't trip on her own. she's the one who like got tripped by the darn lizard. And you can see before even she like hit the floor, she was already gone. So if she was somehow still alive, it would be a bloodbath. But it was just like that aftermath of like the ashes, like that's all there is. And I love it. Oh, it's so good. It's the oldness, like it really caught up big time. Let's see. So we have the two villains. So they're still alive. Technically, this is a bully, but they're still alive. But it's a good baby. Lotso didn't technically die, but his demise is of him being on them trucker thingies. So at best, that's like a terrible way to go because he'll forever just be eating bugs. So yeah. Let's see. Come on, boys, let's take a poor sinner's pet. Yeah, it's just such a Keith David, my goat. So cool. I don't know this villain. These two are from Cars. They're not dead. Ironically, from Cars 2, the most like gruesome movie ever in terms of the Cars franchise. Bill Cipher's death. Okay, so Bill Cipher's how his demise. Was it like it's not Gravity Falls is we're slowly entering like the range of like TV villains at best. So hold on, boys and gals, we're like slowly entering that time zone. So he got punched and stand with his memory burn. Still, his death technically before his demise wasn't like bad, but he just got punched to death. So we're just gonna put him in like a family friendly. For the god of chaos and whatever, he got like slugged. So that's not like, in a sense, yeah, he could. I mean, given the fact of whatever in the time of Disney, they could have done more, but it felt somewhat fitting in a way. The bear from Brave. I like this. I don't think the bear. No, the bear. Okay, so the bear died from making a wish. No, the bear died from rocks. I think it just fell from rocks, and the soul just carried off. So it's also family friendly. Man, we're getting a lot of family friendlies. King Candy's death. Oh boy, I like this one. We're gonna put him in like the holy shit. This gave me nightmares. I really like his demise because there's like so many layers of like it. Really, when I first watched it, I did like it. I think it did give me like actual nightmares, at least to me, when I first watched it. I think it was because of the transformation because it was the wave of like shots. So you had the first wave of immediately of him revealing to be Turbo, which is to this day. Oh shoot! Look, what is Turbo? You don't know? Oh hey Darcel, you don't know Turbo? Oh shit! It's like, oh this is like a spoiler. Ah shoot! Oh guest caught from where? Welcome in. Okay. So this is a spoiler for like King Candy. If anything, I won't say much. I don't want to know how much I want to say if I'm like, and how to term to spoil this. Oh, I've seen. Okay, you've seen the movie. So King Candy is basically like, I guess, spoiler warning if you haven't seen it. So King Candy technically is Turbo, but his whole villain thing is like, he's a villain, but you just don't know who he is the villain of until you see the layers, and then you see like him slowly like coming to of age of like revealing of Turbo, then the reveal of him the bug monster, and then nearly only killing like everyone in the candy thing. And I think when I watched it did tip me off of like the Turbo transformation into like that bug creature. I hated that. So that gave me chills. I'm not a bug person. So that kind of, I was like, I don't like glitchy things. So that also kind of like put into like an effect as well. If anything. But his demise did get, when I watched it, it was like, yeah, it gave me like a nightmares. Actually, no, we'll put in chills. Not full-on nightmares, but chills at best. Let's see. The villain from so she's not the villain from Wander Over Yonder. She's not dead, but she's a bully at best. A bully villain, but still not really gone. I guess. I don't know, yeah. Duke Weaselton is Duke Weaselton. He's not a villain. He's not dead. Hans is not dead. He's not dead. This plane is not dead. He's a bully at best. This is just an actual bully at best. This one didn't die, but he sucks. I don't like the villain from Big Hero 6. He could have been better. Like, so better. But he's not dead. The only problem is the fact that, of his terrible origin story. So, he's just in the not dead. He's not dead. He, I don't think, died. This is just imaginary. So, technically, they're not alive. They're just, like, dead. And he's not even a villain. It's just Riley's nightmares. They didn't die. I think they're a bully also at best. This is also a bully. You are just in jail. So they're still dead. Or they're in the jail. 2-2 didn't die? I don't think. No. They're still alive. But he's just also a bully. Okay. So I'm gonna put this in a thematical sense for this one. I want to put her in the I think about often. So hear me out. Hear me out with the queen, the Heart of Tefiti. She technically, she died, then revived. She was alive, then died, and rebirthed again in the cycle. And I do like her situation of how her death, and I'm putting this in quotation mark, her death kind of was like portrayed. So she turned back to nature. She technically is. Fire is a part of nature. Natural fire, not like already random started. But her death kind of is like a cool like thing in like a cycle and everything. So I kind of like her. In terms of her death, it's I do think and I do like a lot. So I know this is from the DuckTales. I never watched it, so I can't really say that. I don't know. We're really Storm Chase. Storm's not even dead. He's alive. No, he's just a bully. He's a bully. Never realized there's a lot of bully characters within this franchise. I forgot completely the car is not dead. Ernesto. Okay, Ernesto technically did die twice. So his first death, it was him, a bell falling on top. His second death is him then being fell like a bell on top. And I'll put him in the family-friendly category because he's not only dead, he's dead in the fact that people will, if you know Coco, when it comes to that franchise, once people don't remember your name, you have a thing called the final death, which is basically like the final like KO, no one remembers you ever. But I think it's how, technically at some point, he will reach that status of like a final death. Or at that point, like, if anything, he's already being remembered as, like, a very terrible person. But now, once people don't remember him, he's gonna have his final death. So he'll be, like, the family-friendly terms of category. It's a slow burn, at best. So, and the thing is, it'll be under the bell. So when someone lifts up the bell, they'll realize that it's just dust or flower petals. I'm pretty sure how they, like, go out. I don't remember. So his is more terrifying when you really think about it. Like, imagine in the land of the dead, and people not only remember you for like the terrible thing you did, but also slowly forget about you, and you can't even get out. No food, no nothing. Hello? Like, it's so bad. Let's see. The screensaver. Not really technically. If we're gonna technically go by screensaver, it'd be like the actual lady. She didn't die. He didn't die. So, not there. The wolf, I don't remember where it came from. Chip isn't dead. Actually, Chip is just a bully at best. Chip is a bully at best. I did watch Big Seed and Green a little bit. And so I know he's just a massive bully. If anything. In fact, bullying to a kid. Keep that in mind. This, I actually don't know where this came from. I've seen this film. I feel like I've seen this. Oh, wait, this is from Wreck-It Ralph. I don't know he died, though. I don't think he did die. So we'll put, he's not dead. I guess the frog from Amphibian, I don't think they're dead. They're just around. Gabby is not dead. they're just still around. In fact, she has like her own home now with a person. The ventriloquists are not dead, but I don't think that they did die. Bellows. Ooh, okay. Bellows' death. I love it. It gives me chills in terms of like how his ending. If you watch The Owl House, it's a good show. But yeah, he's very much the way how his demise is basically. If I don't know if I should, you know what? It's a very recent show. I won't spoil how his demise, but it's really is good. It's a really recent show, so I liked it. I always thought that puppet from Toy Story was. I think it was supposed to be. Where is it? There's supposed to be, I guess, a parody off of Slappy. If you go back from like early Goosebumps / early era times, because it's supposed to be based on those like ventriloquism like dummies and things with like the whole jaw strap chaws and like the whole suit and hair. I think they were supposed to be off of that. Still, I hate Goosebumps. I don't like the show. It freaking terrified me. I don't know the dragon. I don't know what the franchise. This isn't okay. They're not okay. They're not even dead. They're not even like a bully. They're autistic at best. I'm pretty sure. They're autistic as best, so they're not even a bully. So we're putting you right here, I think. This is not even this is just a straight up bully. Also, welcome back. This is not even this one's a bully. He's not a villain. He's just a jerk. Autistic at yeah. I'm pretty sure. That's my headcanon. They're not a bully. They're doing their job. So that's why I'm like, they're not. She is a villain, but she doesn't die. But we're gonna put her kind of in a bully at best because they have some weird like bully back and forth with Raya and the Last Dragon, if I remember. But she's not dead. Okay, Star Buzz Lightyears. I never saw the film, so I don't know. Okay, anyone who's seen Buzz Lightyears, with the Zurg thing, does the Zurg guy actually die? Because I'm gonna put in the I don't know and I can't remember because we don't want to spoil just in case. Yeah, he's a bully at best, so he's in that category. Chris Pine. Chris Pine. He's not dead. I think he's just in the mirror world. I don't think he's not even a good, really. He's a terrible villain. We'll just put him in like a family friendly because he's just stuck in the mirror world forever, I guess. I don't know. This is from Moana. I also don't know. And finally, they didn't die. They're still alive, I guess. And that's all the characters. Look at this. Holy crap. Goofy Goobers, we did it. That took way longer than expected. We didn't die. We'll put him in the didn't die then. I haven't seen Buzz Lightyear, so I can't really say that. So look at all these characters that we have ranged from like of everything. So we have, I know I've seen this face. I know this face from somewhere. So to recap, these are all our villains from the I don't know, I can't remember. We don't know if they're dead or not, or / I don't think I've seen. Then we have our they didn't die / they're still alive somewhere inside the medium, but they have been defeated. Then we have the bullies at best, but they are still alive in categories, but if anything. Then you have our family-friendly deaths, and by that they're just a PG enough to get that squeaky clean. Then you have the I think about often deaths. And then you have the give me chills deaths, and then finally the holy crap, the holy shit that give me nightmares deaths. In fact, no, wait, I'm gonna put into nightmares. Looky Boogie did give me nightmares though, I will say that at best. So it is a terrifying way to go. And no, this came from a Disney villain tier list. Obviously, not all of the Disney villains are here. If anything, there's like more in like TV shows because a lot of TV shows kind of did like slippage in a way, if anything. But yeah, this is really good. I want to download. Let me save this. Yay! Okay. So that's all of our lists so far. So I think that'll be it for today. It's a little late for me, so we'll raid out into someone super cool. But thank y'all for joining back. Lots of demise out of time. Yeah. So if you do want to do your like own Disney villain tier list, because you probably don't agree with me what I say. Go and find like a Disney tier list and just make your own. If anything. But going back to Cheaters Matches discussion. I don't think so. We're gonna end off super soon. And by that we're gonna raid out into someone. Because my throat is getting a little hit from today. So we're gonna find someone to raid. But we might stream tomorrow, depending on how much work we've gotten done. Tomorrow, I might stream a tad bit earlier. But yeah, don't forget. Okay, so tomorrow morning or tonight, depending on where I'm going to, we're gonna post the actual. Before I end off, I want to still say a thank you again to everyone for getting me to like 100+ people. Of anything, I truly never expected to get this far. I still enjoy the everything about you guys. You really brought this broadcast a flying. So I really hope I do more efforts to be a good like streamer, creator, and all that stuff. So with that in mind, we're gonna raid out into someone. Because I know you probably want something chill and mild instead of me constantly streaming, so we're gonna do see if any of my friends are around, if anything, and see if they're around, if anything. So let's see. You're a fox. You're a goat. You're making me a blush. Sorry's live. Sorry's live. Ooh, we can read to Sorry. They're doing art. Guys, you like art, right? You guys like art. You want to see a cool art stream and see cool art? Yeah, let's do art. Let's do art. Let's do a quick like recap. Thank you to the raids. Thank you, Clock and Darcel, for the raid coming in, as well as Madre and Evil and Jason for following, as well as Axolotl Jay for also following in, as well as Enkai as well, and Evil as well for also popping in, and to anyone who is just lurking and vibing and popping in and was just enjoying, and thank you for joining the tier listing thing, and Lorenzo for also popping in as well. And thank you for anyone who was also just vibing. You guys make the broadcast run wild, and you make me happy super well. If you want to follow for when the actual Jay, okay, I'll call you Jay. Well, thank you, Jay, for popping in. If you want to follow me, I can't English. If you want to follow my other socials or when the announcements, oh, and Monkey, I forgot I'm almost at you, Monkey. I'm so sorry. If you want to follow me and see my socials for the actual announcements for the thing is follow my socials. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, TikTok. That's where I think I'll post it, as well as YouTube. Follow my commission site. If you want art comes from me, you can DM me in any of those social places or let me know if you're interested in one. I'll do the best I can to research it. Hopefully soon I'll have a VJ, and hopefully it's just very, I want to try and nab it, if anything. It's just very, like, hard at best. But tomorrow we might stream. We might do early morning stream. It'll be a chill morning stream because I haven't streamed in like a hot while. But we're gonna do a raid. We're gonna raid. Here's y'all raid messages. So if you have a sub, or if you have no sub, this is y'all's sub. And then if you have a sub, use the other one. So you can use either that one or the other one and to copy and paste, if anything. So, if anything. So everyone get y'all raid messages prepared for the thingy. So I can quickly set up the thingy. Where is... There we go. Alright. Alright, everyone. Y'all got y'all messages ready? Let's go to the bye-bye screen. Or let me start the raid. Okay. Alright, let's go to bye-bye. Alright, everyone. Thank you guys for joining in. Hopefully, I will see you guys tomorrow. We might do art or something. I, honest to God, have no idea. But I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, or night. Take care. Treat yourselves correctly in other viewers' channels. And yeah, thanks for tuning in, but it's time for you to out. All right, everyone. Bye-bye.